Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you all can see me. You all can hear me. Am I audible? Am I visible to you all too?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I'm visible. I'm audible. All okay. I was just waiting for our HR to join in, and she has joined in. Very soon. We'll just wait for just 1 or 2 minutes, might be, and then we'll start with the session. I've got to admit a few more people here. Admit all. Okay. I hope you all had your breakfast, your tea, your coffee, and is boosted up to have gained a lot of knowledge about this UAE school hiring process. Yes, I hope nobody's sitting here without having anything. All okay, all energetic. It's
Yes,
a
ma'am.
Saturday morning. All okay, okay. Do you all want to keep your cameras on, or are you going to sit like this with your cameras off? Can I see you all too?
Hi, Hajra.
Hi, Miss Neeta. Here is our HR guys. She's here.
Am I
Okay.
audible?
Yes, 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 you're audible. Can you all also, participants, can you all also confirm if our HR is audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All
Yes,
audible.
ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much for that. And thank you all for joining our session. And I hope you all are ready to gain a lot of insights about this UAE, especially the capital cities, Abu Dhabi school hiring process. And to help us, we have our HR of Shining Star International School. Who better can help you than the HR to tell you all about the process? Ms. Neeta, thank you so much for joining us today, and we are privileged and honored to have you on this Saturday morning.
Thank you so
Over
much,
to you, ma'am.
Hajra.
We are
Planning collaborating with you because it's been a long time we are chatting in social medias and all. We were discussing about the teachers, eligibility criteria and everything. So this is the yeah.
yeah. I have been sending a lot of resumes. When she says there are openings, I keep sending the resumes. But still, she tells me there are things that candidates are not aware of. That's when we decided, Anita's plan. We can do this collaboration and we can help the clients know more about how the process is. And I was like excited to do this. And that's when we invited you all to join for this session. So without wasting much time, can we all start? Because I have, see, you can see I have like 1.5 sides of my A4 size sheet covered with full of questions. And I'm sure Nita's going to answer a lot among them. In between the question, in between the session happening, if you have any query, I would ask you all to unmute yourself and go with the question so you can get clarified then and there. Otherwise, at the last 10-15 minutes, we'll open up the Q&A.
Q&A session.
Right? So can I start with the session? If you all give me a thumbs up, I'll start with the session. If you all want, you can keep your cameras on also, so I can even see you all. Even Nita can see you all, so if you can know your profile also. I think almost it's 34. We have a lot more to join in because there are like 50 plus registrations that has been, but it's already 10:03. We shall start. Shall we start? Nita, all good to go?
Yeah, sure. We'll start.
We'll start. Okay. Fine. The recording is also open. So I'm going to start with the session. Very first question is to know about you itself, Ms. Nita. Could you please start by giving us a brief introduction about yourself? Share your qualification, experience, and your journey to becoming a part of Shining Star International School.
After finishing my graduation, first of all, my name is Nita, as you all know. And after finishing my graduation, like MBA, I have done MBA in HR and systems. I have done it from India. And after finishing my graduation, I worked with a career relationship company. It's a career voice company. It was an entirely different profile. So I was always looking into the HR field, HR recruitment fields, and everything. But in India, I didn't got much opportunities, and I came back to UAE searching for a job after the marriage. So here I joined again as an educational industry, but not as an HR, but a kind of admin field and all. And after that, I got an opportunity to join with the consultancy where I handled the recruitment. That was for temporary posts, like almost 3 to 4 months. So, and this experience helped me to they hired the school people hired for this experience. They were just looking for the recruitment experience of a person. So it was for a temporary position first. Even the school job for a temporary position. But I thought, let us give us a try, even if the salary is very low, whatever it is, because the experience matters, and this is in school industry. So we should find it as a learning stage, not as a salary gain opportunity or as something like that. So I should learn from this, especially from the education industry, which I'm looking forward. So I joined there, and gradually I came into the role, and my probation got cleared in 3 months and got permanent, and that's how the journey. And we are a team of two. I do have one manager, and I am the one who is handling the HR in the current school. So we are a member of like two people in one team. So that's the whole journey about it. And you were asking about becoming a part of Shining Star. Yeah, that's a complete whole journey. And it's been 2 years, almost 2 years. I'm with the Shining Star International School.
Okay, that's a great introduction. Thank you so much. We would actually, about the administrative roles, there were a lot of questions that came up from my candidates. My next question is about that. Many candidates here are interested in administrative roles, including HR positions. Okay. Yeah. Could you share insights on how to enter HR roles in schools and the key duties and responsibilities? What exactly do you do, Nita, at Shining Star International School? We would like to know that. Yeah. As well, what are the other administrative roles that's available?
Yeah. As you know, the school is basically run by the teaching staff. Teaching staffs are the gems of the schools, right? So major percentage of the hiring goes to, I mean, the staffs are into the teaching only. And then comes the nanny staff, other things, then admin. So basically, if you're talking about the percentage, it's like 5 to 10% out of whole school staff. Only administrative staff will be the 5 to 10%. And the departments, you can say that like 2 or 3 people in one department. It differs in school to school, but I'm saying normally, like 4 people in one department maximum. So number will be very less compared to the whole staff. If we are taking the whole staff count of 200 or 180, 190 something, only the 20 or 21 people will be there as an administrative staff, which includes accounts, IT department, and you can say like administration department, admin manager and everything. And next will be our procurement department, store, okay, transportation department, admission department. These are the major departments. Okay, that comes to the admin areas. And maybe you can say that reception come also into this. And next will be the support staff. That's not a kind of admin staff. Then next, the huge percentage will come as a support staff and our maintenance team. Next huge percentage comes to for the teachers. So that's the flow chart that which is coming. The highest percentage is for teachers for sure, and of course HOD is SLT. Then the lowest percentage is the one who is admin staff. And if you're talking about the duty, my main duty like day-to-day duties and all, first recruitment. If positions are not open, then daily duties include checking the attendance, everything. If anyone is late, that is of the daily duties which comes in. Otherwise, recruitment, if recruitment is going on, full time on recruitment. Maybe we'll find 90%, 99% because we have to find the candidates, right? So maybe we'll put extra hours to find the candidate. So, and next is onboarding and outboarding of the people, staff. I mean, the teaching once we are hired, the onboarding process. The process includes creating the account for them in school, creating the ID card, collecting the documents from them, and creating for ADEC profile, collecting documents for ADEC profile. That's a major thing. That's all been done. And you know, the next procedure is HR induction. We used to give regarding the leaves, everything. They used to get to know about the idea about how the school works, how the school rule works, policies and everything. So we'll conduct an HR induction one day that will cover everything. And we also have an induction on other part, academic induction and everything coming. But this is the first stage. And inboarding, outboarding, if staffs are resigning, we do conduct exit interviews and everything. So that is also there. And maintaining the policies, like keep on policies will be changing, the HR policies, everything. So we need to edit, we need to make sure the people sign in this month after the labor contract and everything. So that is there. Definitely attendance is there. And we'll be checking the performance of the teachers every 3 months. That is a major part which we are doing. Like by observations, we'll be checking the performance. It can happen like every month, but major probation documents, major performance documents will come after every 3 months after the observation. So it depends upon that, we will clear the probation. So it differs from school to school, but majorly I have seen like 6 months probation period for most of the schools. And that is the maximum period where you can complete the probation within 2 months, 3 months, whichever time. But completely depends upon the performance. This performance is a very crucial things. Like if teacher is not performing very good and the observation is very weak, even you hired after the round of demo interview, it can happen, right? Your performance might not be good. So that time school have like they can take the decision and support that. They will try definitely for sure, but the first 3 months or 4 months performance is very crucial. So that are the daily duties which we are following in our HR department. Other
So
than
it's
that,
actually
letters
then
issuing, yeah, other things are the like clerical work, like documents, letters issuing, salary certificates, everything. Yeah, that is also goes from the HR department.
it's actually then true that we always say HR is actually the boss. So she's the one who decides how your probation period is, how you're moving ahead, your appraisal. What about the salary also? You never said about that.
Salary in
Will
school,
you be
each
paying
school
the
differs.
payroll?
Salary part,
Okay.
payroll, definitely payroll is there. We are doing through the system,
So,
software now. Earlier it was a manual, but now we are doing through the payroll. I mean, sorry, the software. Payroll is done through the software. That is also that also comes in the attendance part, which I was talking about, no? Daily entering, daily checking.
So accordingly, you'll be making the payment to the teacher. Great. Okay, that's about the role. And yeah, she also mentioned about some of the other administrative role. You can also add, there can be some, in some schools, there can be even content writers or digital marketers. Not, I don't know if Shining Star has that role
No,
open.
we don't have that.
Okay, some schools will have this role also open, content writer or digital marketer, social media manager.
We do have digital marketing team, but that includes an IT department.
IT department. Okay, IT department will be seeing that. Oh,
Correct.
okay, great. Okay. Thank you so much, Ms. Neeta, for helping us understand what the HR's role exactly is. Any question here, because it can be somebody who wants to get into administrative role. So if you have any question, I would ask you to unmute and ask. So you can clarify this doubt here and then finish it off. Anybody? All good?
Yeah,
No doubt?
I'm there. I'm Hanif.
Hi, Deep.
Okay, so I don't know whether you told it earlier because I joined a little late. My question
No
is,
worries.
when we are sending so many resumes,
Mm.
how you are sort outing and how you are selecting for interview?
Selection procedures
I
differ
have
in
that question.
various criteria. Maybe
No, wait.
Ah.
I anyway have that question, Mr. Adib. So I think we'll cover it up there. Is that okay? Anib, can you unmute and tell me if that's okay? Because I anyway have that part about the resume
correct.
from shortlisting. So we'll cover it
You
up there.
already done that part?
No. We haven't done. We'll be coming up. We
Oh,
just
okay.
started. We just had to spoke about the introduction about Neeta and what her duties and responsibilities.
Okay.
Okay. So the next question, I'm moving ahead with the third question. Here I have the third and the fourth question. I'm going to club these two questions, okay? My third question is to ask her about the qualifications and other requirements typically required for subject teacher. And my fourth question is to know the qualification and joining criteria for those teachers of primary as well as KG, and is it the same for classroom and homeroom teachers? I'm going to club this third and fourth question and make it as a one question and ask her, Ms. Neeta, what is the qualification and joining criteria for KG teachers? Cycle 1, that is from grade 1 to 4. Cycle 2, from grade 5 to 8. Cycle 3, from grade 9 to 12. What are the qualifications? Can you help us with that?
Yeah, if you are talking about the qualification and the eligibility criteria in ADEC, it's very, I should say, it's very complicated, and it's something which is very different from other emirates. So let us start with the subject teachers first. So they will get an idea. Subject teachers, for example, we can say the English teacher, biology teacher, science teacher, specific subject teachers for those who are taking for the grades like from primary grades to secondary grades, whichever grades. Okay. So as per the ADEC criteria, we follow the ADEC criteria for hiring teachers because we need to take approval. As you all know, we need to take approval from the government. So we don't have any option to go with the school policy or school eligibility criteria. Anyway, once the teacher got the approval, only then they are eligible to work in any private schools or any schools in Abu Dhabi. So we have to go ahead with the criteria, whatever given by the ADEC. Okay. So if I talk about the criteria, like eligibility criteria, there can be conditions like 4 or 5 conditions. Either one of them will be work. So let me talk about the first condition, like a bachelor's in subject or related subject. Okay. Yeah, for example, bachelor's, if you are talking about the English subject, or if you're talking about the zoology subject or science subject, bachelor's in subject or related subject can be a zoology, which is directly related to the science. Plus the teacher must have a TLS, teaching license in the specific subject, or else the diploma or the BEd. Okay, this is the first condition. And the second is if you have sorry.
Ms. Huzaifa, are you asking something? Or if you do not have any question, I request you to keep yourself on mute. You're asking something? Oh, no,
Yeah.
that was
Let me
unmuted.
complete
Okay, go
this.
ahead.
You might have more queries, more doubts, and everything for sure. But let me complete this. Okay, and you will be having, if you are having masters in specific degree, for example, masters in English or masters in you have completed, then 1 year experience in specific subject is fine. That's experience certificate should mention like English teacher, biology teacher specifically, and that has to be attested. Of course, every attestation again. There's another question are coming up, but I'm talking. Okay. And the next is maybe you can take a BEd in specific subject plus TLS in subject or diploma in the subject with 1 year of experience. So this is a little bit confusing, I know, but in short, I can tell maybe after completing these all points, right?
Okay.
If you are taking the bachelor's in another subject, then if you need to have a teaching license in the specific subject plus a diploma in another subject. like if you're taking the degree in any other subject and you want to teach in the specific English, then you can take the teaching license in English. That will help you a lot. Okay. So basically, if we are hiring, like if you are checking up people, staff candidates for the resume and everything, we basically check for the bachelor's degree. If we are hiring the bachelor, if I'm talking about the subject teachers, if I'm looking for the English teacher, I will check for the bachelor's degree, whether she has completed bachelor's degree in English or not, or the related subject like ESL, language, or whichever, like phonics or something kind of related to the English language, plus a diploma in education or otherwise BEd. So this will always works for ADAC approval, this combination. Or otherwise, recently they come up with a new role of masters. So if the person has taken masters in English and she is having an English teacher certificate experience for 1 year, then we can go ahead with the profile.
That is even without teaching qualification.
Yes, without teaching license. Teaching license is a
Okay.
one major thing. If you could get the teaching license in the subject which you like to, like to teach, then it's well and good. The bachelor's plus teaching license will work without BEd.
Okay.
This is for
One question has come up here actually, because TLS will be available once you're selected to a school, right, while working.
Correct. She's asking about TLS can be completed once we enter the school, right? Yeah. Because principal review is there, you need to mention the school name, everything should be mentioned there. So once you enter into any school, only you can finish the TLS.
TLS. So if there is no TLS, then the other best option is you'll have to need the teaching qualification.
Correct. Either BEd or diploma in education. Even in diploma in education, we should get from the university in Alliance. It's more popular over here in UAE, but they are taking only level 6, at least minimum of level 6 diploma in education. Some diploma in education degrees are available in level 5 or something else, level 4, and we have faced rejection for this level 5 and all. So better to go with the level 6 diploma in education.
Okay.
Okay, for a safer side, and that is diploma in education or else BEd, bachelor's in education. And in between this one, I should talk about the Open University. Open University, even they have told Open University is acceptable, but it is not coming into the track. We are not accepting candidates with Open University degree. They may face rejections. So it is like we always prefer the regular universities. This is
so
about
that's
the
about
teacher.
the subject teacher's role,
Yeah.
the criteria, the qualifications.
Yes.
Anita, let me just ask you, what if they are a fresher, but with masters and with BEd?
Sorry?
Would you say, what if they are a fresher, no teaching experience, but they have their BEd, they have done their masters also?
Yeah, we can
ahead?
apply with the BEd. Yeah.
Oh.
All the
Even if you're
certificates
a
should be
fresher.
attested and equalized. That's the only thing they want.
Oh, keep that in mind. All the certificates should be attested and equivalency should be there. If you can mention that while you're sending your resume in your mail content, easier to get a call from the HR.
Yeah, I'm telling about the experience certificate. We just need an attestation if they are telling, or otherwise equivalence is not needed for the experience certificate. It cannot be done, right? It is just from the school. Sometimes they will ask for the just experience certificate attestation, UAE embassy attestation. Otherwise, you can just upload, and educational certificate particularly have to be attested and done with the equivalency procedures.
Okay, I hope that's clear.
It's clear for the subject teachers, I guess.
There are a lot of questions that are coming up in the chat box, but let us complete with this question completely, because she has only completed the subject teachers. We'll complete the other KG and primary teachers role also, and then I'll read the chat box questions. Okay?
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Talk about the class teacher next, right? Let me take a moment. 1 second. I'll come back in 2 minutes. Just a moment.
Sure, no worries.
Thank you.
Okay, meanwhile, I'll see BEd, BSc, BEd, only tutoring experience, Ms. Raisa, that is accepted. You have your BSc, you have your BEd, so definitely, but might be some, for the secondary role, there are no chances because no teaching experience. Otherwise, it is possible. You can teach primary or middle section. If Ms. Nita is there, then we'll definitely ask her. Yeah.
So I hope that is clear. We do have an eligibility criteria from the ADEC. Okay, that is usually circulated to the schools, but that is very confidential. That's the reason I couldn't share it over here. Staff eligibility policy.
Can we share it? No.
No, I couldn't share. It is very confidential
couldn't.
document. That's why I'm not sharing it all over the public. Okay, that
Okay,
has to
don't
be
want
sent from the EDIC to directly to the PRO or the HR. No? So
Cool.
everything is mentioned over there in the eligibility policy, which I was talking about. No, the call 2 or 3 conditions which they are. That is everything is mentioned over there, but it is very confidential document. That's the reason I'm not sharing. But I can always help you out in clearing the doubts. Whichever combinations is will be okay for EDIC approval. It's a kind of combination. It's basically talking about it's a kind of combination that works out for EDIC approval.
Okay, now let's move with cycle 1 to
Cycle 1 and
one
cycle 2 class teachers. It's almost same, like even if you completed the English, the English degree or biology degree, whatever the basic bachelor's degree plus BEd, you can be a class teacher as well. But as per the eligibility criteria, and we need to apply in EDAC as a class teacher, so the approval will comes accordingly. And according to the EDAC, the criteria of a class teacher or a homeroom teacher, it is a bachelor's degree in subject plus a TLS or diploma in early childhood. That will work out. This will diploma in early childhood or degree in early childhood education or pre-primary education. This will help a lot in the KG section teachers. Majorly for KG teachers, we are looking for this early childhood education. Earlier, they used to accept the diploma in Montessori certificate, but now rejections. We are facing rejections for that certificate too. So,
is it?
yeah,
Okay.
it depends. It's always a win-win strategy. Like it depends. It depends upon that portal people who is sitting over there. But I don't know. But we are facing rejection for Montessori also recently.
Okay.
And so that is diploma in early childhood, diploma in pre-primary teacher education and all. TTC will not work. Many people used to ask about the TTC and everything. That will not work. Again, if you can get the BEd in pre-primary education, it is good. Plus 1 year of experience in primary kindergarten, then we can consider. But in India, I guess there is no courses I have heard of bachelor's or bachelor's in education in pre-primary education or early years education, EYFS. Mostly diploma courses are available in India and most of the countries. So bachelor's plus diploma in early childhood or pre-primary education, that will help you out. Okay. Maybe you can
that will help for primary classes.
Correct. This I'm talking about basically about KG classes. That is a class
KG
teacher,
classes.
which we are talking about. No, homeroom teacher, class teacher. We are talking. And KG teacher basically pre-primary and early years education, which I'm talking. And the next criteria which they are saying is bachelor's in any subject. If you take bachelor's in economics, bachelor's in history, whatever subject, plus you need to take a TLS in the specific subject for pre-primary education, or else diploma in early childhood education plus 2 years of experience in primary education. That will also work. That is for KG teacher or pre-primary teacher, that will work. If you are showing the experience certificate for these criteria, you should always mention the subject, or else primary teacher, KG teacher, the experience should mention these keywords. Then only if you are uploading the document, that will work. The experience certificate will work. They will accept that. And for homeroom teachers, it is specifically talking about the grade 1 teachers, other subject like maybe BA English plus BEd, that will work. Or BA English plus diploma in education.
But should that be, if at all, if the candidate is looking for a homeroom teacher, that is the primary teacher role, should that BEd be in the primary education itself, or can they do the BEd in a specific subject? Are they still allowed to be in the primary teacher role?
I didn't get you.
If the teacher, she has completed her bachelor's in English, let's say she has completed a bachelor's in science, and then post that she did her bachelor's in natural science. Is she eligible to teach the BEd in natural science? Okay, is she eligible to be in the primary teacher role, or will she have to take a BEd in the primary teacher subject, that is in English, science and maths? In that way, she'll have to take a BEd.
She can go like she can get approval for the homeroom teacher, class teacher role.
Class teacher role. With B.Ed in natural science also possible.
Also. But if she want to apply as a KG teacher, she will not get.
Okay.
Okay. But if she upload 1 year of KG experience or 3 year of KG teacher experience to that, it may work. Mostly, it works. But for KG teachers, we usually prefer someone with diploma. To avoid rejection, someone with diploma in early childhood, degree in early childhood, pre-primary education. Yeah.
Okay.
But usually it works for the experience certificate. With KG teacher experience, we used to give approval. Sorry, we used to float for the approval. Bachelor plus BA
So
plus.
it's like if no teaching qualification, then with the experience, you're still able to get the approval.
Sorry?
If there is no right teaching qualification of B.Ed or the subjects in relate to the subject which you're planning to teach, then with the qualification, with the experience, you're still able to get the approval, right?
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the KG teacher, no, specifically KG teacher.
Yeah, even okay, fine.
B.Ed should be there, or otherwise diploma in education or early childhood. It should be there.
A lot many things here actually.
Lot many things. It's really confusing. And I told you, they have put a lot many conditions for KG teacher, subject teacher, and everything. So it's like either we can try. We can try in this combination, and maybe we can try in this combination, like that. Yeah. And for the class teacher, remember we talked about the masters. Masters plus 1 year experience. That is not applicable for the class teacher. That is only applicable for the subject teachers.
Okay.
So basically, so we are hiring the class teacher, in the sense KG teacher, for example, KG teacher or class teacher, early childhood or diploma. That is the one which is majorly preferred for KG teachers.
Okay. I hope that's clear. 1 minute, Nita. I think I can find
because, yeah.
We'll just clarify some of the queries that's coming up. I can see SS has raised the hand. If you have any queries, go ahead.
Yeah, hello, ma'am. Thank you for the wonderful session. Yeah, and Ms. Neeta, as you have been talking about the importance of TLS, so here I would like to ask one query. Like I have been working in one of the schools where I, opted for the pedagogy and qualified for that. Okay, and then I resigned. Now I'm not doing any work. So now that the openings are done for the specialization, so will I be eligible or do I need to wait to join the school again? That is my query.
Currently, you are not working.
No, I'm not working. I was working earlier, so that time the specialization openings were not there. So now when I'm not working, the openings are there for the cycle too. So do I need to join any other school for to attempt this, or that is the query?
You might require, because in TLS, if you complete the application, the finished everything and clear the exam, everything, then one school should be there in the profile.
Okay, so that previous school will not work, right?
Maybe we can try out, because anyways notification go to the previous school principal.
No, because I have been getting the mail in my personal ID. So I was like bit worried, like, will I be able to? Because I did not get a proper response from my school end. So that is my query actually. I would like to attempt it because I am not no way working now. So it is good
Since
that
you
I
are not
thought.
working, they might not give you like an access to that. They might not agree with you for the TLS, since they are not your employee, right?
So if I join some other school, so directly I can attempt the pedagogy.
Yes, yeah, correct. You can continue with that.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Nita, for answering that. A few queries here in the chat box. We'll just read it out. I'll start from the last. I have come to know that I have done my BCom. I will not get a chance or priority to teach as an homeroom teacher or an English teacher, although I have my B.Ed and TOEFL. So she says she has completed her BCom and then she has done her B.Ed in English, I believe. She wants to do the English teacher job. So what's your answer?
Right? In that, I have told about another subject. There are two conditions. One is a literature subject and another one is another subject. So according to the if you have bachelor's in another subject, for example, BA in archaeology, BA in whichever subject, and you want to teach English, then valid teaching license in the subject which you are going to teach. Or else the diploma in teaching qualification in that specific subject. I think she has completed BCom, right? And she want to teach
She's
English.
completed BCom and she has done her B.Ed in English. Humaira, you have done your B.Ed in English, right? Then she should be able to do.
Correct.
Yes. So you are open to work as the English teacher, but might be
English
not for secondary role. Secondary role, is it possible? If you have experience, then it can be possible. So it's like
Correct, but
options are there,
experience,
right?
better to get an experience certificate with the English role as well. If
Exactly.
rejections are coming, maybe we can upload that English. As an English teacher, I worked for 1 year, 2 years.
Then it is possible.
Yeah.
Okay, great. There's one question by Ms. Shahzadi. Homeroom teachers teaches most subjects in primary grades. So won't be there any other subject teachers for primary or middle grades?
So she's asking whether she can teach the other grades also. Like this is like that.
No. Usually she's asking like homeroom teacher teaches the subject in primary grades. So
All
aren't there
subjects.
subject teachers for primary and the middle grades? Like
Homeroom
usually is it
teachers
only
are
the
defined in
classroom?
such a way. Yeah, classroom teachers. It can be considered as a classroom teacher. For grade 1, usually in our school, even if it is an English teacher, so she's an English teacher, she will get approval for the class teachers because we are applying as a homeroom teacher, and she will teach all subjects.
So that means even if there is a Hindi teacher for grade 1, she gets the approval as the class teacher. I mean, as the homeroom teacher also, right? Like
Homeroom
she might be
teacher, yeah.
teaching only one subject, Hindi. She's teaching only Hindi, but she can still get the approval as class
She can
teacher also.
she can work as a class teacher as also. Even she got a subject teacher approval, she can work as a class teacher because class teacher is something, because usually in primary other grades, if we are talking about the grades, grade 2 Arabic teacher, grade 3 3 is, for example, grade 3A is having an Arabic teacher, and she can also handle the role as a class teacher, right?
Oh,
She can
great.
always handle the role as a class teacher as well.
I hope Shahzadi has understood that. Okay, I'll anyway move
This
with
I'm
the other
talking about only
question.
the grade 1, starting from grade 1. Okay, I'm not talking about the KG, but I'm talking about the grade 1, specifically grade 1 teachers, grade 2 teachers, and all. Some schools follow the procedure of homeroom for grade 2 also. I have heard about that. But in our school, grade 1 is homeroom. In the sense, the teacher should teach all subjects homeroom.
All subjects. Okay.
Only for grade
And
1.
I hope that's clear here. What about the PGT, which is the trained graduate teacher or the middle section teacher, those cycle 2 teachers? What exactly are their
Cycle
eligibility?
2 teachers. Cycle 2 teacher criteria, you must have a bachelor degree, a B.Ed, or diploma in education. That's what we look into the cycle 2 teacher, or else with the condition which I've told first, no? And so as a subject teacher, masters plus 1 year of experience, teaching
Okay.
experience. And for cycle 2 teachers, masters is not mandatory. Even with bachelor's and B.Ed, they can teach in cycle 2. But for cycle 3 teachers,
Okay, great.
cycle 3 teachers,
Masters is
they
mandatory.
should have masters, yeah, because they are taking secondary, no? So it's like,
I think too many hands raised. We'll just, okay, Ahmad Shahid and Raisa will just complete their queries and then I'm moving with the fifth question. Okay. Ahmad Shahid, yes, go
okay.
ahead with your question.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Ahmed,
I hope you're all doing good.
I am good, thank you. How is you?
So I'm good. I was working in Doha for last 7 years as a postgraduate teacher. In a class 12th, I was taking in computer science. And there is no B.Ed course till now. It's available in India for computer science. Now, just only few universities is started. So I just want to clarify that is it mandatory to have a B.Ed for a computer science teacher? Because I was worked in a computer science. I was worked as a postgraduate computer teacher. I was taking classes for grade 11 and 12 for the last 7 years in Doha. Recently, I moved here, and there are still some confusions. Someone is saying that it is mandatory. Somebody is saying that it is not mandatory. And even I got 1 or 2 offer letters without B.Ed also. Somebody is saying with the B.Ed is mandatory. So can you just clarify in the regard of computer science?
Yeah, computer science, if you are talking about, you have completed the bachelor's in engineering, it's like an engineering degree.
I was completed BSc Computer Science, and after that, I was completed Masters in Computer Application (MCA).
Masters in computer application. Definitely, you
Yeah,
can with the experience certificate.
with the
Like
experience
masters in,
certificate.
Yeah, master's in computer science plus 1 year minimum experience as a computer science secondary teacher if you're looking for the secondary teacher role.
Okay, so if I'm having an experience in an Indian curriculum school, does it work for any other
Yeah,
curriculum
any
schools?
experience work. Even in home country also experience certificate. If it's a valid experience certificate with the school seal and signature, it works.
It will works.
Yeah, with an in
Okay,
letterhead. Okay.
in letterhead.
Yeah.
So that experience certificate must be like embassy attested.
Attestation. We usually what the PRO or ADEC secretaries used to say, better go for attestation of the certificate. I mean the experience certificate as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but we in some cases we used to upload without attestation the experience certificates and all.
Okay.
It depends. It depends upon the PRO, which RADEC secretary, according to the comments, we can.
Okay, so you're saying that it is not you should have a B.Ed if you have experience,
No,
right?
with masters we can work. Masters and 1 year of experience we can work. These are all
Okay,
regular
fine.
degrees, right?
Yeah, these are regular degrees, and I have regular attestation from other country embassy. Like in Qatar, also I have to get attestation from the school. Sorry, from the Qatar embassy, stating that it is a regular certificate.
Qatar attestations will not work here.
Okay, fine, fine. I'm saying that it's a regular
Ah,
certification. It's already
regular
done.
certificate. Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
And what about this PGCEI? There is a certification course is running around here, right? So just confirming that one also.
Sorry, it's not clear.
Are you able to hear now?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. There is a certification called PGCEI, right? Postgraduate Certificate in Education International.
Postgraduate
It's
diploma
a,
in education, right?
yeah, fine. Certification in education, international, something
Yes.
like that. Yeah, fine.
International certificate.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah. You need to check whether it is approved by ADEC. I mean, they usually, I already said, they usually accept the certificate which is like above level 6. They
Okay,
used
fine.
to accept the certificate level 5 earlier. You need to check which level is it. Maybe you can connect with the ADEC or
Yeah, it's already done from my side. It's a level 7 actually.
Okay, then it's fine. No issues.
Then it's fine. So
It
fine.
should be
So you're
regular
saying
and
that no need to have a B.Ed. Fine, fine, fine. If I have enough experience, right?
need to go above level 5. That's it. And if
Fine,
for
fine.
the information, if you are really going to start with the certification, maybe you can connect with ADEC or MOE and you can ask them whether this certification is valid, or you can check in that website also whether this certification which comes around, like this university which comes in their list or not.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
That is for
You
double.
have more hands to answer. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Neeta, for that, and thank you, Ahmed, for clarifying. I hope your query is clarified. Raisa, I can see your hand being raised from already. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. For teacher assistants also, ADAC approval is required.
It's required for
Okay.
any job role. If you are engaged in school, if you are staff of school, if you are coming to school for anything, I mean, for permanent as a staff, approval is
Okay.
required. But teacher assistant, there is no complications and all. Maybe you can directly upload the bachelor certificate, which is up to, which is attested and all. There is no conditions like B.Ed or something else, but you will get the certificate after that.
Ma'am, if any candidate is having 12th standard and cash level, and other candidate is having degree and B.Ed, but that candidate is having experience, then they will give priority to that if we are on trial. We went to trial in any school, like something.
You're talking about the teacher assistant role?
Yes, but there are that, like I went to the Al Dafra school. There were two candidates. Like she was 12th standard cash level, and I was BSc chemistry. But school appointments confirmed her on the first day. Like one day full trial was there. So I'm asking, like even if 12th standard cash level, will it be okay?
Always skills work first, right? No, maybe because of that they
Okay.
have hired the first. Because as per the assistant teacher role, you doesn't need a subject knowledge. Nothing should be there,
Okay.
right? The skills or the activeness. So you should check what are the duties, daily duties, or the skills rated for the assistant teacher. Then you should work on that one.
Okay. Maybe because of experience she was having.
Might be, or the skills which you are looking for should be more in
Okay.
that candidate. Even the qualification is higher in you. That might be the
Okay.
reason.
Okay.
At one point also qualification is more in you could also be one reason that they're not taking you for the assistant teacher role. That's there. Most of the
That
HRs
might
do
be,
say you
yeah,
might be
correct.
overqualified for assistant teacher role.
Correct. That
When you're
is also
overqualified, even the HR will have this thought that you might move from the school, you might look for better positions, you might not stay there for a long time.
yeah,
So they usually look for somebody who does not have much experience and
correct.
much qualification.
Okay.
Okay, so like, can I go? I think iPhone 134, that's the last question. So I'll go with the next question because we'll have a
Correct.
lot
We
of
have
other
to-
things to clarify. Okay, so last person, iPhone 134, who that is?
Yeah,
Go
hi,
ahead, go
ma'am.
ahead.
Yes,
Hello.
actually, I had posted in the chat as well. This was regarding the qualifications that are actually approved by ADEC. So I have this Cambridge International Diploma for Teaching and Learning.
Can you be a little loud?
I'm so sorry, I'm down with cold, so my voice is very low. Yeah, can you hear me
Your
now?
voice is breaking.
Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but voice is breaking.
Okay. All right, I'll just move it. So see, this is regarding the ADEC approved teaching qualifications.
Okay.
So I have this Cambridge International Diploma for Teaching and Learning from the University of Cambridge, but is that approved by ADEC as a teaching qualification?
You need to check in their website.
Okay. So in
My
case it because
knowledge is it is acceptable. Yeah, but better for if you're going for specific level or if you're going for the specific university, they have the list in the website.
okay. So your suggestion for any B.Ed course or any teaching qualification to pursue from UAE, anything would be?
It is not necessary you should complete the B.Ed, but you must have a teaching qualification for better. It should be, I told you, it should be a more than a level 5.
More than level 5. Okay, because
Level 5. So
where we
if you
applied.
care, yeah.
Yes. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you.
No, wherever we
Okay,
applied,
thank you.
that is what they're saying. You need a B.Ed for it. Now, although you have experience, B.Ed is required. This is been the norm everywhere in Abu Dhabi, especially.
B.Ed or diploma in education?
Yes.
I'm not clear.
I hope, her questions were actually not that very clear. Could be she's not keeping well. But I hope we'll be able to clarify. You can put down the question in the chat box. We'll try to clarify it by the end of the session. When you're looking for to do your teaching qualification, make sure you're doing it from the right university or right institute. Even if you say the institute is approved by KHTA, there are candidates or clients who has completed certain, certifications from which has been approved by KHTA. And when they come here and they want to get the ADEC approval, ADEC might not give.
Not accept.
And they go back, they ask the KHTA, I haven't got the approval from ADEC. The KHTA said, ADEC, we cannot. That's how ADEC is, okay? So sometimes you'll have to check with ADEC also. You'll have to check with ADEC's website, yes. Go ahead, Ms. Nita.
Yeah. For safer side, you always check the ADEC portal or they have the list of the institutions which they are going to accept and give the ADEC approval. So if you are going to or plan to take any diploma in education or whichever degree, even I had a person who has completed, for example, I was talking about one candidate which she has joined last year with us. She has completed from Alain University, regular B.Ed. B.Ed in the sense diploma, and here it's diploma in education. And she has completed level 5. And as you all know, she completed from UAE. So it was, we were too much confident that she will get another approval. But unfortunately, the approval was rejected because her certificate was level 5. Because, so
but might be for some other role she can apply. But that's sad.
We have tried with, we have tried, but there is no. They're asking for the level 6 at first. That's the reason I was telling better to go for level 5 up. On safer side.
Okay, higher than level. Okay.
Yeah. And if you complete the certification, we'll go for the next question. Yeah.
Actually, thank you so much, Ms. Nita, for patiently answering all these queries. Next question, very important question, and Mr. Anup, I think, came up with this. Could you explain your resume shortlisting process? Do you use any specific software or is it done manually? Also, do you check UAE job portals when sourcing candidates?
Let me answer the first question. The shortlisting process and the software. We are not using any software in our school. Maybe some have issue, like some have the ATS software, but as of our school is concerned, like we are doing it manually only. And the resume shortlisting process. For example, if I want to look for a English teacher, we do have a database and website. Like people or the candidates used to apply through website, which will already redirect to our database, and the mails and the people who apply through our mails, that will automatically come to a database. So we have a database of nearly 40,000 or 30,000 plus CVs already in our database. So it's a very huge. So I'll not get a time if I want to search for an English teacher. So that's the truth. I think most of the schools will be having a database of this much amount. Over the years, they'll be getting database of CVs, right? So it is that huge. So we'll not get a time to go to single CV, search for it. No. So we'll always look for the keywords. So if I want to search for an English teacher, I will put an English teacher or English specifically, and the CVs which who have mentioned the subject as an English teacher, that will pull out first. So subject is the major thing. So for example, if someone is looking for job as a job application for the post of teacher, maybe she might be a very good English teacher or biology teacher, but her CV will not pop up. If she has put job application for the post of an English teacher specifically, then her CV will pop up. And there are many mistakes people are doing. Many mistake in the sense, the one mistake which I've told you, even if the candidate is really good, but they are not using the proper keywords or proper CVs, they will, it will not be very much good to see the CVs and also improper information. We will not move ahead with that CV. So even if the candidate is really good, the hiring process will stop there, and recruitment. We will not even check. We will not go for more details because we don't have time, and these much CVs are pending. We might find another good CV, right? So these are, and the other question which you are talking about, do you check the UAE job portals while sourcing the candidates? Yes, we do check, and that is mainly Naukri, Indeed, LinkedIn, posters, mail posters. We used to create posters from our school, as you have seen from major schools, create posters, right? Email to this email ID. From there, we'll get most of the CVs. And through reference also, we used to get CVs. So these are the majorly, if you're talking about the website, Indeed, Naukri.
Okay.
These are the
Indeed, and Naukri Gulf is majorly what they check, as well as sending directly.
Which I am following. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ms. Nita, for that. And don't forget to mention your subject. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, mention the subject and proper CV also. Maybe next question or the coming. I think some questions are coming up regarding the resume, right?
Yes.
Later
I'll put up that question. It's again more about the resume itself. What is that first thing that catches your attention and makes you want to read a resume? And what important pieces of information are you looking for in a resume? Also, a few reasons why you would reject a resume. Okay, why you would reject a resume, I understood. Okay, if they haven't mentioned their subject, then definitely that's been pulled out. What are the other reasons?
A few more points at that, I'll add it up. Yeah.
Okay.
First, I'll talk about the acceptance. What are the reason we will accept the resume or really catching resume, something we can say. A proper standard format with a clear professional photo. Okay. Not a selfie or kind of thing, a clear professional photo, plus details like experience, duration. So if you're talking about a specific English teacher, primary English teacher, starting from January 2022 to January 2024. The duration should be mentioned. So always better to mention the duration. Okay. Some people used to mention only January 2022. They will not mention the end date, or they will not mention. It depends. No? So always mention the duration completely. Date is not required, but month is required from 2. And next is Maybe you can mention the attestation of the certificate that is really needed in UAE and especially in Abu Dhabi, the equivalency certificates, which all HRs are looking forward into. Like the people with the equivalency are really welcomed as a you know the importance of the equivalency certificate in UAE, right? So always mention your certificate. Maybe you can highlight attested and equivalency finish or equivalency done. Maybe you can highlight that point in the certificates because you are looking for a job in UAE. And resume header with the position. You should mention the position like you are experienced in. Sometimes if a teacher is a biology teacher, she has experience in 2 or 3 years in home country or here, but she really want to work as an economics teacher or English teacher, she we will not hire her as an economics teacher, right? If she want to work as an economics teacher, we will not always, we always look forward for a biology teacher position in her because she has experience in biology teacher. But even if she want to work as an economics teacher, but our first priority will be biology teacher because subject knowledge, everything will be there, right? So you should always mention the position which you are experienced in. Maybe you can see the CV header, science teacher or something. Same after the name or something, we can write the biology teacher or science teacher, whichever position you are applying to. Okay. And many people used to, I'm telling because many people who want to work as another subject teacher, maybe as a SEN coordinator or something, but they have work experience in biology teacher, they used to mention post applying for the SEN teacher. There's no use in that because her experience, her degree, everything lies on the biology teacher, right? So always mention which you are experienced and which your major part is on. You can mention that in CV at the top. Okay, that is one thing. And you have to mention the bachelor's. Some people used to write bachelor's, master's, +2, like that. So you have to always mention the bachelor's in which subject. Bachelor's in English, bachelor's in whichever, zoology, biology. It's very much required because we are moving forward with eligibility criteria of ADEC. So every minute details is required. And that is very much necessary. And the location, maybe you can write if you're looking for jobs in Abu Dhabi. And if I'm so example, if I'm hiring for a person which is we really want to a person which is nearby area or the school transport is available in that area, we can't provide you with extra support, I mean extra transportation. So the HR will always look for the people who are nearby, even in Abu Dhabi, where someone is nearby or someone who can join nearby, like that. So always mention maybe if you are residing in Abu Dhabi city, or Shabia, Musafa, whichever area you are residing. And if, for example, if you are residing in Abu Dhabi, but you are staying near Abu Dhabi-Dubai border, it is difficult, right? The person will not turn out if they are selected, considering the transportation problems and all. So the HR will will get an idea that the person will be around our area, like she is very near, she can come and join us immediately, she can come for the interview very immediately, like that. So location is that, and visa details. Visa, resident visa, husband visa. If it is a visit visa, you can mention the duration, I mean the end date. That's a major thing. And definitely subject, I told about the subject keyword, no? Education, everything. Yeah, I think I have covered the major things which should be there in the resume. And don'ts in the resume, if I'm talking about the rejections or which is very missing, bachelor's, I told about the bachelor's, they will just write bachelor's. So even they have experience or everything, even they have a good caliber, everything, if they are not writing the bachelor's or specific degree, if the HR isn't really want to close a position by within 2 hours or 3 hours time, they will not call and ask which bachelor's are you in. And if things will not work out, then again they have to check the other CV, right? So always the clear CV format they will look forward into. And the second is obviously bachelor's and master's in it. And some people used to write, I don't know whether they are thinking like they are still working that school, they want to show off that they are still working in that school, even they have resigned 2 months back or something, they used to write current, like starting from March 22 to current. Then I used to reject that profiles. In the only case if we want to, yeah, in the only case if I want to hire that person immediate and the person wants to join within a 1 week or 2 week time, because I will think in that sense that person is still working there and has to serve the notice period of at least 2 or 1 month, right? So that person will not be available. So let me reject that profile and the person who is immediately there, which is available for immediate hiring. So I'll always look into that, no? So better to be very straightforward and be very truthful in this resume, and just write the whichever, like don't write current. If you have completed the tenure with them, write as it is. But the people thinks like that, if they are still showing current in that, they will get a hype feeling that there's people is still working over there and this candidate is active in the school and all. That's not the correct thing. HR can think in that way too. If it is an immediate hiring, they will lose the chance, right? So that is also one major mistake which I'm seeing in the CVs.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ms. Sunita, for point to point and explaining to us how the resume should be. And I now clearly understand that resume is the first thing that makes an impression to the HR, and make sure you all are giving your resume in a very, very right format. In fact, yesterday itself, I had one resume who asked me to review it, and I still didn't fancy. I had mentioned bachelor's in science, but in what? That's not mentioned. Bachelor of education, but in what? That's not mentioned. So I immediately told her that has to be mentioned. So yes, make sure you all are doing the right thing.
One more
Thank you
point
so
I
much.
should say, like, for example, if the HR is looking for a specific grade teacher, in the sense she's looking for a specific grade 2 or grade 3 teacher, and she searches the CV, the HR will find someone with a secondary experience, and she will keep as a hold because she doesn't have the primary experience, right? So the CV should always mention a primary teacher, primary English teacher, or secondary English teacher with grades. That will always help, because you can tell I have taught in this and this grades. It's clearly mentioned in CV. You have taught for this grade, this primary level. So the HR will not get confused whether she has took for the secondary or primary, which classes. So the complete CV will always make sense.
Thank you so much for that. I hope how the CV should be is clear for you all now. Moving ahead with the next question, we often hear about ADEC approval. How difficult is it to obtain? And have you ever experienced any candidate facing rejection from ADEC? You just told one example. Anything else? And how difficult is it? I know you have been talking a lot about ADEC. Just how you can cover up.
As we all know, you need to get approval from ADAC to work in any schools in Abu Dhabi, right? So once a candidate is selected, the next procedure is ADAC approval. So once ADAC approval is once it is approved from ADAC only, she is eligible to work in Abu Dhabi, the schools, right? Otherwise, it will be a illegal thing. So ADAC approval always matters. But yes, we do find rejections, many rejections. I have told the combinations, right? I have told about the many combinations, which was very confusing, right? So these combinations will not always work. It works most of the cases for basic subjects like English, biology, maths, but it will always in some percentage it will fail for especially the subjects like English, sorry, Islamics, not English, Islamic studies, the SEN department like SEN coordinator, SEN co, school counselors. So these are the basic area which we will find difficult to get approval. Islamic and SEN department, where their diploma, there might be facing issues. The candidate might be facing issues for the equivalency procedures. They might not get equivalency from the college due to some other reasons, where EDEC used to accept earlier the degree, where they are not accepting now. I have faced a problem with the candidate, which she got EDEC approval in previous school. She joined with us, and we tried for twice, thrice, and all, but EDEC, the rejection was the same. So the rules are getting different each 6 months, and some there are cases where you get ADAC approval in first, and once the renewal comes, that point of time when ADAC is not accepting your degree or the rules have changed, you might face a rejection at the renewal time. And same when you change the school also. You might get ADAC approval in one school, and on the other side, you may get rejected. These happens for the mainly for two subjects I have seen, mainly for the SEN department and for the Islamic. Yeah. For others, I have not faced that much issue with that. expecting the case which I have told, level 5, level 6 diploma. But send other departments are little difficult.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you so much, Ms. Neeta, again for that answer. So now we can understand, even if you have a very beautiful resume, and why do you think the HR is not calling? Because they are not able to call because they understand this profile will not get the ADEC approval. So it's all because of the ADEC rule. They check your qualification, your experience, which role you're looking for, and then accordingly they will be making a call ahead. And the ADEC, for the ADEC approval, what's the duration? How fast? This is why we ask candidates to keep your attestation and equivalency ready. So it's very easy for you all to get the approval. And Ms. Neeta already told you all that you cannot get into it's illegal to work in a school without the ADEC approval. Let me also mention some schools will allow you to work, but again, when the ADEC comes for inspection, they'll be like, move out.
No.
You'll have to, that's happening in some schools. I'll just help you with that because, it's not very easy to stay here in UAE without the salary. So they might ask you to start working. Meanwhile, get your documents attested and equivalency done. To make this process faster is why before, even if you have decided to get into the school as a teacher, do your certificate attestation, get your equivalency done. So it's easy for the HR, for the school, for you, get the approval faster. And how long will it take for the to get the approval?
It depends.
Once all the documents are ready.
If it is all the documents are ready, it depends actually. For some, I have seen the approval within week. For some, it is months. It depends. We can't assure how long it will take. And the only thing is, we are stuck in this because for school visa candidates, we can only proceed with the approval once the approval is complete. Then only we can proceed with the labor card. Then only school visa. So everything is difficult. Everything depends upon the ADEC approval.
Okay, I hope that's clear now. Even if you're on visit visa, you want the school to give you the visa. Only when you get the approval, the school will be able to provide the visa to you. And you never know before the approval, what if your visa time gets, that's over. So sometimes the school might have to look at somebody who is on spouse visa or who is on residence visa. But I hope you'll give a call to somebody who is on visit visa also, right?
Sure, definitely. We used to give.
Okay.
Yeah, we are not.
So definitely, if you
definitely preference is for husband visa, but the candidate is good, and even without UAE experience, people used to get into the teaching jobs. No, people used to call visit visa candidates. It's not like only resident visa candidates.
Okay. So I hope that's clear with you all. Recently, one of the candidates for whom I prepared the resume, she was on school visa. After 2 years completing from one school, she has to get the visa from other school. She wanted to resign from that school. She got into Shining Star. In fact, her resume was sent to Shining Star, and she got a call from there. And then the Shining Star took the visa for her after her ADEC approval.
ADEC approval.
Yeah. Okay, so moving ahead again, thank you so much, Ms. Neeta, for those answers. The next question is actually about that. What is your approach when you see applicants from India or non-resident in UAE? You might see a resume with Indian number, with Indian location, or any other country's location. Does every school in Abu Dhabi follow the same hiring process for international candidates? You would like to know about. There can be candidates here also who are sitting in India.
I guess it's same because people always prefer someone here in UAE to attend the interview on the very next day. If the face-to-face interview is happening, we should not give dates like 1 week or to travel or something. But in cases where it's very very crucial, the position is very crucial, and we couldn't find any of the good candidates in UAE. In that case, we can consider someone from India. But usually in UAE, we'll get enough candidates in UAE who is someone on resident visa, on visit visa. Usually HRs will get enough candidates from UAE itself. So if we see a CB who is currently the location is in India and all, we'll not prefer. We always prefer someone who is in UAE, even if it is visit visa or resident visa or whichever is it.
Okay, so that is what happens. If you're here, it's easy, and the supply is actually huge.
Yeah. So it's better to mention always. I told you, if some people mentions the UAE number in order to get the call from HR, but if we call some might be in location might be in India, and they just came for the visit to husband or something like that, and usually the husbands take the phone and answer. She's not here. She just came for the visit, but if the job is okay, I can bring her. So it's not the right way, right? She might be working there in India as a school teacher or in
Yeah.
other country as a school teacher. So be truthful, be straightforward.
I do tell this actually to my clients. You can give your husband's number and try if you're getting the calls. And sometimes they get a call, and then husband will be like, she's in India. She'll come very soon, but then they don't get a call again after that because the school might be hiring on an emergent
Correct.
basis or on an immediate basis. So
We
they
can't
cannot
depend
wait
upon
until the
their
candidate
travel
comes.
plans, no?
Mhm.
It can change. We can't rely on that.
Okay, get it. Thank you so much, Ms. Nita. Next is, so we now okay, Sabrina, go ahead.
Ma'am, would
Sabrina,
like to know, yeah, what would be the right time to visit and apply for this?
I
Any of
have
the,
this question. I'll anyway ask that. Okay, I have this question coming
okay,
up.
okay.
Okay. Okay. Next is we understood about the qualification, joining criteria, about the resume information, all that. Now, could you walk us through the interview process at your school? What are your expectations from candidates during the interview time?
First will be the telephonic interview, where the HR will be asking about the qualification and experience which is written in the CV are correct or not. In the sense, they will be asking about the self-introduction, introduce about yourself, tell about your qualification experience basically. And better to start with the name, but don't elaborate it like I live in Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is a capital city. No, it's not. That's not we are expecting, but we are expecting more a kind of talking about your experience, talking about the grades which you taught, talking about the experience duration, talking about your bachelor's or master's degree which you have completed, talking about the attestations you have completed, and visa details, everything. And that's the first is interview call, where the HR might ask about the lesson plan format if it is a teacher. And what is the kind of differentiation which we follow in school, what are the activities you plan if you're coming as a primary teacher, how to engage, how about your can you just tell about a one topic, random topic, take one random topic and tell about how you manage the primary kids if it's a primary teacher, how you will plan activities for kids, a basic question like that. Lesson plan, everything, I guess most of the teachers know about the lesson plan. They should be knowing about the lesson planning. Yeah. And the next will be the if he or she passes the first round of telephonic interview, definitely we'll check in communication skills. The next is the knowledge. Subject knowledge we'll not be checking if the HR is calling, because HR is not the one who checks the subject knowledge, right? So HR will be checking about your communication skills and about the certificate part, your bachelor's, whatever, and your attestation part, your visa status, and every basic details which you have mentioned in the CV. And the subject knowledge, and we'll be checking a lesson plan, everything. Like if as a quick question, sometimes we used to ask about the lesson plan. What's the format of lesson plan? Basic question where every teacher has to be understood about lesson plan. Next will be the academic round by the HOD of the department. Okay, we'll be transferring the CV if she passes the first round of interview. And the second will be the academic round by the HOD, where he or she will be asking the questions related to the academic subject knowledge, basically. How easily she can handle the subject, how she, like, you know, about subject plan, basically the lesson plan, what are the subjects we have, like basic subject knowledge, how much subject knowledge you have. That will be the academic round by HOD. And next will be, if she clears or the second round, next will be the demo. We'll be giving the topic, time, date, and everything, and the lesson plan format which we used to follow in school. So they have to prepare the lesson plan format according to the topic given by the school, and they have to come for the demo. It mostly by tomorrow. If we give the timer like 1 day prior or something, so they can prepare the presentation, lesson plan, and they can bring the hard copies, CVs, and everything with the full set. They can come for the demo interview, and after clearing the demo interview, the candidate will be called for the final round of interview, where the SLT will be meeting them. SLT, basically the head of section. If the primary, we are taking for the primary grades or primary teacher, the head of section for the primary will be there, and the principal will be there, and HR manager will be there for the interview. And once the final interview is completed with the HR, the next will be the last one. If she cleared that also, then the last one will be the interview with the HR, where the HR will be talking about the leaves, basically salary discussions and everything. So that's the final process. and the date of joining, everything will be mentioned in the last stage.
Okay, that's the entire interview process, starting from the phone call to the
Yeah, it
until
differs
the
from
last.
school to school. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
just talking
definitely.
about my school. Yeah.
Okay, great. Also, make sure here, as the Nita clearly mentioned about the communication skills, I once referred one of the candidates' resume to another school HR. She has her bachelor's done, master's done, PhD also done. And after 2 days, I asked the HR, what's the update? Did you make a call to that candidate? And she said, I did make a call, but I wasn't happy with the communication. Though you have that entire qualification, what's required, when your communication skill is not that good, it's all done then and there. Okay, so make sure you don't panic during that call time also. You talk in a very confident.
Be smart, but not over smart.
Yeah, true. Exactly. Okay. Thank you so. Yeah. Go
Ma'am,
ahead.
here from India. Actually, I have completed my master's in economics, and I have a 1 year school experience where I worked as a social studies teacher and also economics teacher. And currently, I'm working as assistant professor of economics, and I'm also pursuing my B.Ed. So, do I have any chances of getting placed in UAE schools? Could you please let me know?
Yeah, sure. You do have a chance because you have completed the masters, no, regular, and you have the experience. But a school always prefer the school experience.
Okay.
Yeah, there are chances, but you know the different the age group is different. The college age group is different. School age group. Even you are taking classes for the secondary, but the school experience is the first preference. And you have to upload the experience certificate as we are talking about the ADEC. You need to upload the experience certificate. Correct. Masters plus experience certificate, right? So the experience certificate should be as a school teacher.
Okay, ma'am, but I don't have my experience certificate. Why? Am I audible to you, ma'am?
Yeah, correct. You tell me.
Yeah. Why? Because I worked there just for 9 months. I did not complete my 1 year. I did not serve my notice period there. And because of which they did not issue experience letter to me. The only thing what I have is my PF details, the salary transactions which took place in
That
those.
will not work. They will ask for the experience certificate. If they ask about the experience certificate, minimum 1 year experience should be there. As a subject teacher, for the which cycle which you have worked. I mean, which section you have worked.
Okay, but I have my 1 year experience, teaching experience in college as assistant professor in economics. Will that help me?
It will not work. As I told you, if you have B.Ed, that may work, but you don't have B.Ed, right? Completed B.Ed. So master, will be uploading with masters plus your experience certificate. So school experience is specifically mentioned 1 year.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So might be she can try after completing her B.Ed. So there are chances. Let me also convey, yesterday I had a candidate for whom after drafting the resume, she got a call from one of the Abu Dhabi schools. For the resume, I had clearly mentioned it is a TGT role because she had her undergraduation in science, her B.Ed in science with teaching the middle section school. So she got a call for the primary role because she said she's sending her resume for primary roles also. But after the interview, the school did tell you are not eligible to be as the primary teacher. Your qualification is to be as the middle school teacher for the TGT role. So, in that matter, if you're looking for primary, then your qualification, your resume should mention that. Some schools might say that.
Correct.
So in that way, keep your resumes also properly. If it is for TGT, then give it for TGT role itself. If it is for primary, then give it for primary role itself. Otherwise, mention only the subject if you're eligible to teach all the different grades. Sometimes, as Ms. Neeta did mention, even if you have the experience of teaching the college students, some schools will have the knowledge that you cannot teach the kids. You cannot teach the primary, middle section, or even the secondary also, it can be difficult. So some schools might not make a call or they might not go ahead with your profile. Okay. So thank you so much, Ms. Neeta. Moving ahead with the next question, I have 3 more questions. Then might be 10-15 minutes. We'll have the, it's already 11:15. Anyway, what are the key documents you require from teachers and admin staff during the hiring process? Could you also give us a brief explanation about attestation and equivalency requirements?
Yeah, sure. So if you're talking about the documents, let me tell you which are the documents we need to upload in EDHEC. The same documents is applicable for, I think, all of the HR documentation which we used to keep in school. Basically, the education certificate attested and equivalency completed. It's better. The education certificate, you know, bachelor's, master's, whichever certification you have done, plus the mark sheets. Professional certificate is not necessary, but the mark sheets are needed. I mean, the transcripts are needed, plus your copy of your original certificates, bachelor's or master's or PhD, whatever you have done. Plus your experience certificate, whichever experience certificates you have, your passport copy, your visa copy, Emirates ID copy. When you used to take earlier the health insurance copy also, but as you know, it's combined now, Emirates ID. So the Emirates copy will work. And basic details we used to collect, and the police clearance certificate. In order to complete the EDHEC profile, we need a basic document. All of the documents we have in, you might have in hand, the attested certificate, but this one, most of them might not be having. So if you are a UAE resident, you can take through MOI app, or you can go to any typing center, you will get the police clearance certificate. And if you are on visit visa, you need to take the police clearance certificate from your home country. Where in India, if I'm talking about, it is available through website now, or else you can go to the police station. You can connect to the police station nearby. So they will give you the link or website where you should apply the police clearance certificate. In India, it will take time, usually like 1 to 2 weeks. So it's very, once you get hired as a teacher with visit visa, it's better to start with the police clearance certificate immediately if you are an Indian national or other national resident visa of other national. But if you are a resident of UAE with valid Emirates ID, you will get a police clearance within hours, maybe maximum by 2 days. That is one major document, and the personal details like address, home country number, mobile number, and the details we used to collect. And COVID vaccination and health declaration form, which is basically depends upon school. We used to collect that also, like any health issues or something is there. And that talking about the documents.
Can I? Should we need a medical insurance for the attestation?
No, it's not required. That is the documents which you used to collect by the school side. Medical insurance not necessary.
Not necessary.
But
Okay.
I guess,
So
yeah.
so a valid husband sponsor besides required for the attestation?
Attested certificates.
For attesting the certificates.
Yeah, visa details, Emirates ID details,
visa
passport
details.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it is under visit visa, then visit visa copy we need to upload into the EDHEC passport copy, and the police clearance certificate.
If it is a resident visa, we should show our residence visa card, right?
Or Emirates ID copy.
Okay, thank you.
Ma'am, can I have a doubt, please?
Go ahead.
Ma'am, I have a doubt. I am having MCOM and I have experience in India. Can I work as a commerce teacher here?
Yeah.
Without B.Ed?
Hello?
Without B.Ed, can I work here?
That's what I used to tell to the earlier one, no? The previous, I forgot her name. With experience certificate, you can get an EDHEC approval. Masters plus a minimum of 1 year experience in a subject.
But I guess if we are having B.Ed only, the schools prefer us. I have
definitely, because this master's rule came recently.
Okay, because before 2 years there was this walk-in interview in Shining Star. So I went. They were in a hall. We were all asked. We were all invited, and then from there to the next stage, only those candidates who were having B.Ed were only allowed to move on.
Yes, that's the reason I have told you this master's rule came recently by EDHEC. We used to accept only B.Ed candidates earlier. The rule varies, and the approval, I told you, that's the reason I've told you it like in every 6 months it can be a change in EDHEC rules as well, the eligibility policy as well. So that the walk-in interview you are talking about is like 2 years earlier, no?
Yes.
From 2023. We used to take B.Ed candidates only at that point of time.
Ma'am, one more thing. I'm currently working as a KG teacher in Abu Dhabi, and last month I got my renewal expired. Yesterday I got it renewed. The thing is that I took PG diploma in pre and primary teaching. I know many are here who is maybe currently working as teacher or are looking to work. So I want to tell, I took it from Asian College of Teachers.
And many are asking this query
Correct.
if it is equivalency is approved. It is not. I got it rejected. So please don't do. It is a
What's
Can
your
you
name?
say-
Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
What's your name, dear? I can see only I here.
my name is Farah.
Farah, thank you so much, Farah, for mentioning that.
Please
From
don't
India
do.
College of
Mention
Teachers,
the
right?
level of degree or the exact like in detail. What's the degree is?
PG
Asian
diploma
college?
in pre and primary teaching I took, and MOE said that sorry, it is not recognized by UAE. They will say okay, PM come, we will say that like this and all they will say, but don't take that. They will not approve. The UAE will not approve your degree from Asian College of Teachers.
Which level was it? Do you know about the level?
No, ma'am. I took it 2
Oh,
years
yeah, not
before.
level.
PG
Okay.
diploma in pre and primary teaching only. Now I just renewed it with a school letter that we will go for. We didn't get equalization report yet, so please give a temporary equivalency. I mean approval, so that I got it renewed for 1 more year.
1 more year. But after 1 year, anyway, you need to show the certificate. Equivalency.
Now I yeah.
certificate.
Now I got it approved because I took TLS.
TLS. That is also fine. TLS, if permanent license is there, then it's fine.
Transitional only I took now. I'm trying to get that
With the permanent.
exams done.
Become
Ma'am, one more thing. Are now like in a school, I don't want to mention the school name, but now there is no exact person as an HR. They're doing this HR and accountant and all. Some under the table, something is going on. I don't have a person to talk to. I am seeing a first time on HR working in the school in Abu Dhabi. So I wanted to ask you, ma'am, is Montessori actually getting equivalency? Because all the teachers with whom I'm working, they are having Montessori, but all of them are getting rejected. They are saying for 1 year, according to this EDHEC criteria and all, for 1 year of this Montessori, no approval, no one is getting approval. Only for B.Ed they are getting, and they are asking 2 years. Is there any candidate in your school who has done Montessori and they are getting this equivalency for that certificate, no?
Earlier, EDHEC used to give approval for the Montessori as well, but now recently we are facing same issues. Montessori getting rejected, and they are not getting equivalency. It's a major
ma'am.
thing.
Same
Yeah.
as mine. Like I
Yeah.
have taken.
We need to try out. That's the only way. We need to try and test which works, especially for the KG teachers.
So I'm actually trying to switch to another school. Is it safe for me to switch, or should I be in the safe boat now?
It is safe so far because you can work till for 1 year, no? Because you got the approval for as a temporary with
As
undertaking.
I'm having TLS, will the schools be preferring me? I have equivalency for the degree.
Equivalency with degree will not work. Better complete the TLS with permanent license. Then you can switch.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, one more thing. You have mentioned in resumes when I have mentioned that I'm currently working. See, I am ready to like without notice period. I'm ready to switch. So, what should be my experience date? I will be mentioning. I should not be mentioning.
Even if you mentioned in CV, immediately available or something else. HRs will not might notice, but better to mention the duration, right? So they will always look into the like whether she is or he is currently working or not. What's the qualifications are? That's the first thing they will look into. So it's better to mention the duration.
So what will I mention? Like I'm currently working, but if HRs are not ready to take like currently working candidates, I'm ready to switch immediately.
Like that. If we HRs have enough time to hire a candidate, like so, like a 1 month of time or 2 month of time, is gap is there, then definitely HRs will prefer. I'm telling about immediate hiring only.
Okay.
Okay.
Ma'am, is there any candidate from your school who has taken the B.Ed from Tamil Nadu Teachers University?
I have
seen
heard of,
so many.
yeah, I have heard of, but you need to check in again because right, earlier they used to get approval from that. I've heard of.
Because
But
like
check.
I have heard of many teachers who are currently working in UAE, but they have applied this equivalency and all came very recently, like 2 years of that. Before that, they took the degree. So they have that 1 year waiting period for that equivalency to get expired. So they will be doing only on the next year. I don't have anyone who is still waiting for that what we say, recognition and this equivalency process. Have you come across any of your school teacher who is currently doing or who has got the equivalency with this degree?
That's what I've told you. Teacher Training Institute, which is in Tamil Nadu, right?
Yes.
One person has got approval for this, and the one person was recently was trying to renew, and she was telling she was not getting approval for this.
Has she got equivalency? No.
No, she didn't got.
So it is rejected as same as the Asian College.
Yes, same. That's
So
what I
you
get a better call and I got checking the website, because these accepted university keep on changing the list which ADAC is accepting. No, that is keep on changing. So better to connect with them directly or the website.
I have chatted with them in that online chat and I have asked them, can you please give the list of the universities you do this equivalency granted? So they said they don't have such a list. They just see the requirements and criteria, and then according to that, they approves or rejects. Like that, they said.
Okay, but you can find some list in there, because I have checked for one candidate earlier.
There is one site in that some open universities were also mentioned. So I was not thinking it is so much reliable too.
Yeah.
So I didn't go for that. In that, this Tamil Nadu Teachers is mentioned.
See,
So yes,
earlier one person was talking about the Asian College of Asian College. But
yes.
I know one case which she got the approval for, which she has taken from Asian colleges. That's the reason I've told about the specific degree. It is not like that. If you are taken degree from Asian College, all should be rejected. It depends on the degree and level also. So it should be more specific, and you should really research on that, which degree I have to take, which one I have to proceed.
But they have mentioned in that rejected thing that this university is not recognized by UAE. So I thought all the courses which is taken from this university is not recognized.
Better to go with that if that comment is coming. They mention the degree is not recognized. Sometimes they mention the university is not. If it is a university, then there might be cases they might got approval earlier, but recently at the renewal time, you might not get.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Farhan. Thank you so much, Ms. Neeta, for answering all her queries. And applicants that Ms. Neeta did, they might be first time you'll get your ADEC approval, but you'll have to renew it every 1 or 2 years, right? At that time, there can be issues. As we know, from 2023 is when all this equivalency ADEC made mandate for these equivalency and things. So whoever had got the approval earlier, there are chances that there can be rejection when you're renewing it.
This happens.
Or there can be chances.
Yeah, this happens. These cases which are talking, rejection cases. This happens mainly for KG teachers and the Islamic teachers and the SEND department. In other cases, we usually, once the renewal is coming, we can directly upload the certificates which is from universities in Kerala, and that might not find difficult, because other degrees will be from, for example, from Calicut University or the major university which you used to go, right? So that particular university which is very popular are not finding difficult to get equivalency or approval. The other university which has come up with the pre-primary teachers training or a SEND education diploma or something, that kind of thing is getting more problems, especially KG. Islamic.
Ma'am, I have a doubt. I have already attended your last session. So I'm a computer science teacher. I hope you remember. I have sent my resume for review.
It's not audible here.
Yeah, it's not clear. Go ahead.
Yeah, am I clear now?
Sorry?
Am I clear?
Not really. She's asking if she's clear. Go ahead. Let me see if I can hear you and I can ask the question.
Yeah, okay. So I'm specifically looking for a computer science teacher role. So is there any particular which section I should I should really look on to? Like second, I have masters. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a master's in computer science and 4 years of teaching experience in India. I have nil experience of UAE. But I'm relocating there. I'm specifically looking for schools in Abu Dhabi right now.
Okay.
So what can I know my chances? Because I'm a bit worried. Can I know my chances? Or there are any other roles that I could be looking for as I'm a computer science.
You mean non-teaching roles?
Yeah.
You can always work as in IT department.
Okay.
Yeah. As Hajra was telling, there are positions like IT person will be there, definitely look after the things in IT. It can be a 3 or 4 or more than that in a department where digital marketing executive will be there, IT manager will be there, IT executive will be there, IT admin will be there. So you can always look into that positions.
Okay. Is there roles for computer science teachers coming up? It would be very helpful for me.
As of now, no.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. And yes, just like we have ADEC in Abu Dhabi, we have KHTA in Dubai, we have SIA in Sharjah, and for other Emirates, it's the direct by MOE approvals as well. MOE will be taking care for Ajman, Ras Al Khaimah, Fujairah, and all. MOE will be taking.
Ma'am,
Okay, moving ahead with the next
excuse me,
question.
can I interfere? Ma'am was talking about the attestation process, right? So once our degree certificates or master certificate is approved, then we should renew it. In what duration should we renew certificates?
Certificate attestation or the approval you are talking about? It is different.
Okay.
Are you talking about
You don't have
approval
to.
or the certificate attestation?
Once the certificate is attested, we don't need to renew it again, right?
Nothing.
Okay. Thank you.
And some might have, Hajra was always also talking about attestation equivalency requirements as well, right, Hajra?
Yeah.
Yes.
So maybe I can share a screen. Might be some might have gone through that MOE site or not, but I can share you a screen, the MOE government site where you can see the procedure, how to do. Of course, the first step is attestation. The first one is UAE Embassy attestation and MOFA. Two attestations should be there in your educational certificates. And after that, you can go for the genuinity.
Okay.
Okay. Let me finish this. I will take you into another window for that.
Okay. I have some more doubts. After the session, I'll
Sure.
ask you. Okay.
Okay. Ms. Neta, is it okay for you? We have already reached 11:30. Is it really okay for
Shall
you?
I take you to the MOE government website where you can find
Okay, fine.
fine. Okay.
You want to share the screen, right?
Yeah, I will. I will send request.
Okay. Yes.
It's on.
Yes. You are already maybe host. I have made me host. Okay, make the host. Okay. Is it okay now? You're able to share?
Can you see? No.
No.
And yeah, just a minute.
B.Ed in Raisa, B.Ed in Science, English, Chemistry. Is it okay? Combination for ADEC approval? Yes, it is okay when you're looking for primary teacher roles. Cycle 1 roles.
Just a moment.
Okay.
Saleha, until I'll answer some of the questions until Nita is sharing the screen. Saleha, if we have an attested B.Ed certificate, do we need to add a bachelor's or master's degree? Yes, have attested your certificate. Equivalency is required. Especially some of the schools will ask your master's as well as B.Ed degrees equivalency. Some schools only B.Ed equivalency. But mostly when you're working in the senior secondary role, it is your master's as well as your B.Ed equivalency which is required. After your attestation, it will be your genuinity certificate. After your genuinity certificate, which has been received from the university where you finished your graduation, then it is your equivalency from the MOE website. Okay. If you have an attested, okay, that's
Hajra, can I share the screen?
okay. Sure. Go ahead. Okay.
Visible?
Yes. Nita has started screen sharing. We're just waiting for it.
So as you can see, this is an MOE website where you find all the details. That is, after the attestation, you need to go for the genuinity and equivalency procedure, right? I have told you about the attestation. First is UAE Embassy attestation plus MOFA. Then next step is the verification, or otherwise it can be mentioned as a genuinity procedure. That will take a month or two, depends. Okay. Then after completing the second procedure, we need to go for the equivalency procedure. That is from the MOE. Okay, so here in MOE side, they have mentioned about the verification procedure that I was talking about genuinity, right? Verification or genuinity, as well as the third procedure, equivalency. So the recognition or university certificates issued from outside the UAE. So as you can see, the steps to follow. Required document check, where you can find out the document, answer the questions. So they have now the MOE has come up with the two trusted partners, which is Codrabe and one more is there, Dataflow. This one. These are third parties. Actually, they used to work as a private firm earlier, but recently they got verified by the government. So if you are going ahead with the genuinity verification, you can apply to the Codrabe or Dataflow. So both are okay. Both sides are okay. This is verified partner by the government of UAE. For the stage one, which they are talking about, is actually a stage two, which I am talking, which is genuinity degree verification from a trusted partner. That is which is called genuine. Okay, log into their Quadrabe or Dataflow and see the package details, input your personal details, everything is mentioned over there. You need to upload your document soft copy. Document soft copy should be attested by MOFA and UAE Embassy and pay the fees. And these are the procedures. They will verify, they will complete. And these procedure of verification from a trusted partner will take at least a minimum of 1 month, and it can extend up to 3 months or 4 months, depends upon the university which you have studied. So that is the verification process. And after the verification process, they were mentioning about the certificate of recognition. This certificate of recognition is what the equivalency is, which is same. But we used to say equivalency, but in MOE site it's mentioned as certificate of recognition. It is the same, but you will get an equivalency certificate which mentioned the heading certificate of recognition for your degree. So you will get a verification number, a code from the Dataflow or Quadra-based site after completing the first step, this degree verification from a trusted partner, right? From there, you will, after finishing the genuinity procedures, you will get a verification code or code from the site. With that code, you need to, that is a reference number. Third point you can check. Enter the reference number you received from Quadra-Bay or Dataflow and enter the details, just do the payment, immediately you will get the recognition certificate. These are all happening as an online. You doesn't need a hard copy certificate or nothing else. It's everything online. Soft copy just needed your soft copy, front and back side of your certificate, attested certificates. So once you finish the certificate of recognition, equivalency will be finished. So equivalency procedure usually it can like it is available. Some person used to get in 2 days, some will get in one week time. It can like a 1 month time. So if we're talking about the procedure, the verification procedure, the first stage, I mean the second stage after that attestation, genuinity is very long process. After that, equivalency is long, but comparatively genuinity is a very long process. The whole procedures, if you are starting with the fresh certificate, will take approximately, we can say like a 4 or 5 months. So if you are planning for a teaching job in UAE, it's better if we can say like ADEC or even the KHDA, everything, like they are also coming up with the equivalency maybe soon in future. So you need to complete the procedures. So these are the, in website is everything is available. You can just read it down and view the things. Okay. So that's the two, data flow and
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Quadra, I guess the Dataflow has office in Abu Dhabi as well. I've seen in Google,
Okay.
you can call them for follow-up, or you can visit directly after the completing the application. Earlier, Dataflow used to get the genuinity procedure. They are third parties where they will be contacting your university for speeding up the procedures and all. The entire process means once you submit the genuinity for in Dataflow or Quadra, that will directly go to university first, and from there go to the embassy, and that is the whole process of verification or genuinity. And next is the this one equivalency, where directly the UAE is involved. The other things, embassy is involved and your university is involved, and the equivalency part, your MOE is involved, UAE is involved, and university is the UAE is recognizing your degree as get good to go. This is, yeah, good to go with the certificate. So equivalency is the end part, final part of certification process.
Thank you so much, Ms. Neeta. And yes, even if you're going to work in any other Emirates also, the procedure is the same. Genuinity, equivalency, all whatever Neeta just showed now, it's the same. So once the equivalency is done, you're on a safer line. Yes, there are there are candidates in Dubai who are getting the approval without the equivalency. KHTA is giving them the approval. But to be on a safer side, if you have your equivalency, it is much easier. Okay.
Is always prefer someone with equivalency because they don't have any other headaches, right? No problem with approval, nothing. And if you take the KHDA and other Emirates as well, they are not sticking on to a very strict on this part, but there are news coming up like they might get stricter on equivalency, genuinity, TLS, and everything. The next would be the TLS. Now ADAC has come up with the equivalency part.
Yes.
No? Next would be the TLS.
TLS actually started asking the teachers to get the TLS from 2020, but during the Corona time and all, teachers missed them out a lot on it, and then we forgot about TLS. But again, after all the issues they've been solved from 2023, again they have asked every management, be it principal, vice principal, everybody has to get the TLS.
They have to clear the exams.
Yes, clear the exams, get your TLS. Very good. Your profile is amazing.
In order to get TLS, you need equivalency. That's a major part.
Equivalency, yes, yes. Equivalency as well as IELTS exam also to register for TLS. IELTS or any English test. Not mandatory, no, because I saw in the MOL website,
even
the TLS website.
In the eligibility criteria, they used to mention the IELTS. I will tell about the eligibility, but they are not particular in this one. But if they are coming up with the rejection, we need to take the IELTS for sure.
Okay.
Rejection from ADAC. If they are coming up with the point of command of IELTS, English language test, then you have to take the IELTS. In that case, they are saying for those who have completed education in a language other than English, I mean other subjects other than English teachers, a minimum of 5.5 IELTS in total.
Okay. 5.5 IELTS.
Okay.
And they have this confusion also. Which IELTS will they have to take? Is it the general one or is it the academic one for teachers?
I have called them and asked about the which they have, but they were telling like both is fine.
Anything is fine. Okay.
So that is there, and they're not specific in their eligibility criteria also. You have to go with the academic, you have to go with the general, nothing as such. And I've called them also. So that is it. Anything you can take, but score should be 5.5. And 6 for teaching core subjects in English.
Okay.
And 7 for English as a subject. As an English subject teacher, they should have 7. Okay. So other teachers can get like IELTS 5.5. It is not necessary, but I'm telling, if they are popping up with a comment in approval, you take English language test, then definitely you have to go for this, and you need to get the mentioned scores which is mentioned as per the eligibility criteria. I have faced one IELTS rejection for one Islamic teacher. As Islamic studies is teaching for teacher is taking for Arabic teachers can also face this, but I have not faced so far. But for Islamic teacher, we faced a rejection with the comment of IELTS.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes ADAC can also reply back with an English language test or a certificate which shows you have studied your degree in English. The mode of study was in English. The certificate which we get from the university, that also will work, but that depends upon the comments from ADAC.
Okay.
These two are the
confirming. Okay, great. Thank you so much, Ms. Neeta, for that. I'll move ahead with the next question. can you provide us, very important, which somebody has asked actually, can you provide us some insights on the best time of the year for recruitment and the ideal time of day to apply for open positions?
It depends upon various schools. For if I'm talking about the Indian schools, our academic year starts by April, right? So definitely we'll start sourcing and we'll be finalizing candidates by March. So the sourcing everything starts by January itself. Okay, and another major recruitment happens on June, July, August. After the vacations, there are chances people will shift from the UAE syllabus, I mean the Indian syllabus, to the American syllabus, where they are opening the new session during that time, right? So there are chances people will shift. So these are the major time. And the third is like December vacation, after the vacation, maybe. Majorly January, February, March is the
Faiza, can you mute yourself if you do not have any question? Any question? Okay, go ahead, Ms. Nita.
It's not like only recruitment happen in these months. It's not like that, but I'm talking about the major months which we used to hire. And if you're talking about the British curriculum and everything, after the vacation, after the summer vacation, their academic year starts, right? Maybe by August, their academic year starts by August. So talking about them, they will start by June, July, May, June, July. We also start because there we can expect the shift from this to this, no? So the schools also start a second phase of recruitment after the academic year starts by this time, after the summer vacations. And in between happens like in vacation times, normally people will be on vacation. Most of the admin staff will be on vacation. Even the principal, head of department, HR department will be on vacation during the vacation, school vacation time. So maybe you can send CV, but it's better to find send CV maybe at the near to the starting time. I mean near to the opening date, new academic year, near to August, or maybe August
Near
first
to
week.
August first, second, third week and all.
Yeah, if the school is starting by August third week, August first week. The school is starting by April first week. Better that time vacations are not coming for the teachers and admin staff, so they will be full on. So maybe you can by February, March they will be finalizing candidates by March. So better by February first week, second week, third week, starting from January.
And what about the time in a day when should they actually send the resume? Is there anything like that?
Not specifically. I told you, most of the HRs, I guess, we search for the keywords.
Okay, that's otherwise no particular time, because I once heard one of the HR did mention if you're able to send it morning, it's much better so they can see.
If that works only if you are sending to a particular specific email ID, I guess.
Email addresses, yes.
If the CVs are going to a database or a kind of website kind of thing, that is equal everywhere, right?
Okay.
But this works.
Okay, last. Go ahead.
This works in personal email ID. If you get a personal email ID of someone who is working there, HR or someone, this works for that, because usually CVs will not be in their personal email ID. It will mostly go to the database or the email ID which is created for the CVs. So it works for the personal email IDs. Morning.
Sorry, ma'am. Just a minute. Yeah, I'm an ME graduate with B.Ed in Maths, and yesterday I went for an interview, and the principal told me to get attested as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And my question is, as I have done my, she asked me to attest the B certificate, and since I'm in engineering background, is there any possibilities of rejection in ADAC?
You can apply for a computer science teacher. You are applying for the computer science teacher, no?
I'm applying for mathematics teacher since I did my bachelor's in maths.
Profiles with engineering have applied for the mathematics teacher earlier.
Okay, and then if there is a possibility of me to join MEd in future, and is it good for my career in teaching here in Abu Dhabi?
Have you completed B.Ed? B.Ed is completed, right?
Yeah, B.Ed completed.
Yeah, that will definitely improve your caliber plus additional for your qualification as well, no? MEd.
Okay, and after completing my MEd, what kind of roles can I apply for?
There is nothing specific, like if you complete MEd, you will get a post of a secondary or secondary plus plus, nothing like that kind of. That will not help you in position change.
Okay, same position will be. And sorry, like after getting 1 or 2 years of experience in now in this current field, and what will be the basic salary I will be getting after 2 years of experience in UAE? I can expect for.
It depends. If you're talking about the Indian school, it's different salary range, and if you're talking about the American schools, the British schools, it depends upon. As Hajra was talking yesterday, like if you want to get a clarity, or it's not a clarity, a range of salary which school is paying, just check to the fee structure of the school, then calculate the range. So it's actually correct. We can't stick into a particular salary because every school have different salary range.
I'm sorry whether I can share this or not. As principal told me yesterday, she will be giving around 1,800 to 2,000 dirhams. So, like as an entry level, I don't expect like I don't demand for salary, but generally, how to expect for basic salary?
Is that the
Which grade is it? Which grade is it for primary?
No grade. This is for cycle 2.
Cycle 2 middle sections. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nita.
Okay, I don't know about the school policies and fee structure which they are following. I don't know what's the discussion happened in between the HRs and they have taken this decision. I mean, the principal has taken decision, so I can't tell, right? So it depends.
Okay, is this salary okay for my entry level? Just for entry level?
If you are looking for the salary, then it depends there. If you really want to learn and get an opportunity in UAE, you should not look salary. That is one point of view.
Yeah,
Right?
that's why I'm taking this
Really salary
opportunity.
concerned,
Since I want to gain some.
yeah. If you're a person who really wants a salary concerned and not an opening, and should not take as an experience already salary concerned person, then you might find odd salary or less salary. But if you are a person who is really looking for an opportunity and this experience will help in other school as well, then it's a learning stage, right?
Yeah. This salary is not a problem for me, but I'm asking in future after 2 years of experience like that.
Yeah, you can get a better salary, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Can you share which curriculum the school is, not the school name,
it's
if you
Indian
don't mind?
curriculum.
Indian curriculum. Okay, fine. Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Nita, for answering her queries. Lastly, I just wanted to ask you about the recruitment process, how it differs with other Emirates, but I think we already spoke about the approvals in other Emirates also. Adding on to this question, if you have anything else that you want to share, you're open to that. The current openings at Shining Star International.
As we talk about the approval thing, I have got profiles from Fujairah and everything where the people doesn't have any BEd, just with a bachelor's degree, working as a teacher over there. And they are coming with the relocation relocation due to the husband's job or something else, and they are trying to find job over here. They are not getting because of the BEd, no BEd. That kind of cases are there, and so different. Comparatively, EDUC is much stricter. It's very difficult to. I'm not talking about very difficult, but it's difficult compared to other Emirates. And if we talk about Dubai, KHD, SPIA, Sharjah, and other Emirates, MOE for Fujairah and other Emirates. Alain comes to EDUC. Alain belongs to EDUC. But if you talk about the other Emirates, it's very easy. We used to talk in the HR room with other HRs as well from other Emirates. So we used to tell why these complicated things are going around your school and in EDUC. So it's a kind of bit difficult to crack and get EDUC approval here. Comparatively, Dubai and other Emirates is very easy and no more complications.
Okay, great. And what about the current openings?
Current openings, we do have an opening of an internship opening for a KG teacher. It's for 1 month, and we are looking for someone with a bachelor degree and BEd, preferably be 1 year of experience in primary or KG teacher education. KG teacher as a KG teacher, an experience certificate, or else, as I told you, we can try out with a bachelor degree plus diploma in early childhood education or pre-primary education. We are looking for only with that attested certificate. If equivalency is there, it's well and good.
They should also get, even if it's for internship, they should also get the EDUC approval, is it?
Internship depends. Yeah, We can this is for the internship, but we don't have a provision for internship options in edX. But maybe we can apply as a substitute teacher, as a cover teacher, or something like that. We can apply for that. We are basically
Great. Thank you so
cover teacher, but they can get an internship experience also. No, from school they get an internship experience. Plus, as a cover teacher, they can work also for 1 month.
You have answered a lot of questions. I don't want actually to extend it and make it difficult for you. But again, one last thing I wanted to ask you. I have a lot of my participants here. Any mail address that you could share to them, specifically something unique for them, so they can share their resume, and if there are openings that you could call them.
We have one more opening for Malayalam teacher, as we need to take approval for this. It's a maternity cover teacher. It can go maximum up to 45 days, and someone with a Malayalam teacher degree will fit into this position. And that is one more opening. And this KG teacher is another opening. Plus, we have one more opening for Emirati IT support as a part of Emiratization. Then we have one more opening coming up for a mathematics teacher secondary cycle 2 and 3 specifically, and we have one more opening coming up for inclusion teacher. Okay, we didn't talk about the inclusion teacher or inclusion degree much because I've told you rejections are more coming. We have to try out and see what works. But as I've told about the upcoming opening, I will tell about the requirements of an inclusion teacher as well. There are 3 conditions where you can get as an inclusion teacher. First is bachelor's degree in special education. That is the one condition. And the second condition is the subject teacher. If you completed any subject, degree in any subject, say biology, English, whatever it is, plus you need a QFE5, a diploma in special education. That is a one more thing in addition to class or a subject teacher requirements. So better to get the subject teacher degree plus a diploma in special education. That is one criteria, second criteria. Okay. And the third is a subject teacher, again talking about the subject degree, plus CPD course in special education as per the ADEC inclusion policy. These are the policies as per ADEC, the CPD course which has to be completed in special education, plus 2 years of teaching experience working with the special needs children. And so this CPD course in special education as per the ADEC inclusion policy is ADEC has a different inclusion policy where they have a 3 or 4 papers which they mentions about the inclusion policy and all. So CPD course according to the policy we might find difficult to get person according to the policy and all. So we always prefer someone with a subject teacher plus a diploma in special education or else bachelor's in special education. Okay, so I will mention the email ID. You can send CV to this position mentioning the subject, job application for the position of KG teacher, internship, or job application for the position of temporary Malayalam teacher to this email ID. I will just a moment. I will share this in chat.
You can take a note of this email address that Nita is giving you all. And I hope it's clear what are the requirements that's required for the current opening.
Yeah. Shall I put in chat box?
Yes.
I hope everyone can see, right?
Is it clear for you all? It's hiring for uaejobs@gmail.com. Will there be demo class for teachers, assistants too?
No.
I think some schools do the demo class. I've come across some candidates who has the demo class for assistant teacher, but mostly for assistant teacher role, they don't ask for the demo classes. I hope you all did take note of this mail address where you can send your resume, and Ms. Nita will be making a call according to the profile and according to the vacancies that's there.
You can also share CVs to Hajra. I used to get CVs from Hajra also.
I used to send her the CV.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Nita. Yes, I'll be giving last 5-10 minutes to answer the queries. Ms. Nita, please be patient with us. Just 5-10 minutes, and then we'll wind up with the session. Okay, now it's the Q&A session time. Shahzadi, start.
Okay, I have my MSc in physics. So can I apply as a teacher assistant, since I attended Hajara ma'am's previous session, a webinar, and she mentioned me as applying for a teacher's assistant roles, or will they reject me due to overqualification?
It depends upon school.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
as per the qualification, definitely you can apply and get approval. But I'm telling depends upon the school.
Oh, so once we enter as a teacher's assistant, we can apply for our TLS, right? So should we cover the probation period and then apply for TLS, or once we enter a school, then as soon as possible can we apply?
It depends upon various schools. We used to give approval for the TLS on the very next month after joining, or next 2 months.
Okay.
And if you are taking TLS for assistant teacher,
Okay.
which subject we will go for? But better to go for the teaching profession and take TLS. Because
Okay.
if you are taking TLS in the specific subject or something related to assistant teacher, your entire journey in UAE,
Will be the assistant teacher.
So, if
So
you're
so enter as a assistant teacher, then upgrade myself as a subject teacher, then apply for TLS,
apply
right?
for, because this TLS is permanent, right? That licensed teacher.
Okay.
Looking for job as a subject teacher, everything, better to get approval. I mean, license for that.
Okay. Oh, so I don't have a B.Ed. So can I apply as a science teacher in primary or middle section? Should I mention my +2 bioscience in my resume?
Certificates? No, that's not necessary. You have completed masters in science, no?
Masters in science in physics.
Physics. You can get approval with masters with experience certificate. Masters plus 1 year's experience certificate is the subject teacher requirement. This is one of the requirement by ADEC.
Okay, masters plus experience, 1 year experience. That 1 year experience may should be as a teacher, or if I get into as a teacher assistant. 30?
I have told you, no, for teacher assistant there is no experience certificate, nothing is required, just a degree at
No. No, I was asking that if I apply as a teacher, but my previous experience is only as a teacher's assistant, then with my master's, that teacher's assistant experience, can I apply as a subject teacher?
Always apply. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then, okay. Okay, that's it. That's only I have to ask.
I hope you're okay.
And I've seen your school is in Shabia 12, right?
Shabia 12, correct.
Okay.
Okay, the next one. Thank you, Ms. Neeta, for answering her question. Anybody else? I can see a lot of hands raised, but you can unmute yourself and go with the question, because I'll just
Hi,
stop
ma'am.
with.
Can I speak?
Yeah, hi, Sumaya.
Okay. I just had a query. I completed my master's in psychology and I have 4 years experience as a special education teacher. Currently, I am doing my B.Ed in special education. So, is there any chances to get in, or do I need to have any other courses or exams?
Which position are you looking for?
I'm looking for SEN teacher, ma'am.
SEN teacher. For SEN teacher, I will tell about the requirements.
I also have a diploma in special education, SLD course, diploma in SLD.
Okay. And specifically, we are.
I also have 4 years experience as a special education teacher. Sorry?
Coordinator, right? SEN coordinator or inclusion teacher?
No, inclusion teacher, not a coordinator.
Not a coordinator, SEN coordinator, right? SEN coordinator is another position. So as I've told you, the requirements which the inclusion teacher should be having a bachelor's degree in special education.
Okay.
That's completed. And if any other subject, if it is in any other subject, then you must have a diploma in special education in addition to the class. Diploma in special education or the bachelor's degree in special education degree will works.
Okay. Is there any other teaching license or something to work in UAE? Should I get that?
If you're working in a school, definitely you can get a teaching license with your subject.
Okay. Okay. Is there any other exam should I give additional to this, ma'am, to make it strong?
Just a certificate is enough. I mean, the diploma course and some experience is fine.
Okay. Now that one of
but
the
already recognized university where you're taking the diploma in special education.
Okay. Actually, one of the candidate mentioned that ancient teachers is not applicable. That's why I had a doubt. Like, do we need an additional certification or something?
I didn't get you. Which certificate?
Ancient Teacher College of.
Yeah, that's what I've done. It doesn't mean you'll not get approval for all the certificates which you get from Asian teachers. I have seen some teachers who has taken certificate from Asian college and they got approval. So that's the reason I have told that I have inquired that lady, like, which certificate was it, which level was it.
Okay.
Okay. So you need to really check the level or the certificate which is not working out. She was mentioning about pre-primary something in Asian college.
Okay.
Got to understand, like, that is not working.
Okay. My bachelor's degree in special education from India will work, ma'am, because I'm doing it from TNTU University, Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University.
Okay.
And also we'll have an RCA registered number, like
So
a license numbers
that is an
from
open
India.
university?
No, it's not an open.
So definitely, yeah, there are chances you will get approval.
Thank you, ma'am. It was very helpful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Hajra, ma'am.
Hello,
Hello, ma'am.
dear.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello. What
I'm
is that?
Reza Sultana.
Yeah, okay, go.
Ma'am, I have little doubt that I have done my graduation in English, post-graduation in English language. I'm sorry, ma'am. I forgot to tell hi to you, Hajra, ma'am. Hi.
It's okay. Go ahead.
I have done my
It's all
graduation and post-graduation in English language. That was regular from Calicut University. And after that, I have done my B.Ed from Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University. So is that valid here? Because B.Ed from Tamil Nadu, and in between, I have a twist that I had worked here as an assistant teacher at Creative British School, and I have got ADEC approval. 1 year ADEC, yes, 1 year ADEC approval I got. And I had worked here also, and in between I went for my studies. I have my passport copy saying that I have went for my exams. So is that like
university? So far, it's not mentioned like Open University or something else in the final certificate. You will get a chance.
It is regular, ma'am. And but I have done like first year I wrote my exams from India itself. Then I came here. Second semester I didn't write. Third semester I went. Fourth semester I just wrote with. Fourth semester and second semester I wrote together.
Which can be considered as regular, no? The certificate.
Yes, it's regular, ma'am. It's regular. And the thing is that in between I had worked here. So is it considered as regular? And can I give it in my resume?
The experience you are talking about, resume?
Yes, ma'am.
Experience? You were
Experience.
talking about experience. You can always mention the experience.
Okay. But in between I have gone for my studies also.
Have you haven't completed, right? Since your second
Yes,
semester is
I
left
just
out.
completed recently.
Second semester also you finished?
All
okay, but did you go for the equivalency of that certificate?
No.
B.Ed?
I'm
her
just
confusion
waiting
is
for my
when she
results.
gives for the equivalency also, we'll have to mention our entry-exit permit of UAE. So are there any problem that can come because she was here in UAE only for the exams she went to India? So are there any chances that she will get rejection? MOE will not give her the equivalency because MOE will understand she was in UAE for a longer time. So it was not a regular
news, but I've not tried and tested. Entry exit permit are not necessary, but we need to see.
Okay.
But we need to see. I'm not about it. We need to try out, and very recent update.
So without giving the entry exit permit, it is possible to register. Okay. Then might be you can try.
Wow.
I'm not sure how to try out.
Okay, ma'am, that was a great information. Thank you so much. Because
Try it
I'm
out.
also.
She hasn't tried out, but she has heard about it. Try it out and see without
But
giving
at least,
that entry exit.
But at least that is some sort of satisfaction for little time, ma'am. Thank you so much. I'm waiting for my results, and inshallah, I hope I hear a good news. Ma'am, I just joined lately. I'm so sorry. Can you please mention your school here?
Shining
from
Star.
Shining Star International.
Shining Star. Is there any vacancy as assistant teacher or main teacher?
Recently, we have stopped taking assistant teacher, other nationalities, because we need to fill the Emiratization.
Emiratis. Same thing happened to me. I lost my job because of that Emiratization.
This is the huge
From Creative British School. And ma'am, just one more second. Because of this, I have lost my job. And if some interviewer asks me why did I why did I stop?
Resigned or lost the job? Definitely, you can say, because all of the schools knows about Emiratization, no?
Okay, I can say, right? Everywhere I say that, I don't want to say that and everywhere I say, like whoever is asking why are you looking for a new job, I say that the salary was like
lower,
just 2K. Okay, I can say this, right?
No issues, because it's no, everyone knows about the current condition, Emiratization, everything, no? So
okay, thank you so much. I love
Riza, when for the next interview, when they ask, don't say the salary was lower. That might not impress the interviewer. Rather, you can say you did not have a chance to grow your career or something like that in a very impressive manner.
Okay.
When you say salary was lower, you don't say that. Okay?
No, just one place I said that was a daycare with some preschool. Oh, that too. It was not an interview or something. A teacher over there asked, "Why did I stop?"
Oh.
So I just said to that teacher. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And Jazakallah khair, Hajram, ma'am. May you reach into more heights. Thank you for this opportunity, and thank you, Miss
Neeta, ma'am.
Neeta, ma'am, for this opportunity. Thank you so much. God bless you, dear. Thank you.
Thank you, dear. Thank you so much. Only last question. We'll go ahead with the last question.
Good afternoon.
Shahina. Good afternoon.
Okay, ma'am, I have just completed my B.Ed in English 2 months ago, and I'm very interested to work in abroad. So, since I have no experience in teaching till now, can I came to UAE in a visit visa and apply for schools? Is there any chance to get hired?
Definitely, there are chances. I'm telling, if you are a fresher, like we have 2 or 3 cases in our school as well, where they have hired as an English teacher, where they have less than 1 year of experience and some experience in IELTS coaching center or something. So we were looking for a phonics teacher that time. I mean, ESL teacher, English as a second language teacher that time. So basically, we were looking for someone who can handle the kids and very good in English, the phonics, to teach the phonics, everything. So we were not particular at that time should be a person with a school experience, but some experience with the kids or some training center will work out. And she do have a certification of TEFL and IELTS. She was an IELTS trainer for some time. So that's for only 6 months of time. It's not a big experience she was having, but a kind of a 6 months of time. But her English accent, phonics, and knowledge in subject was very nice. So we hired her. So it's not like much of experience in school and lot many certifications will work out. It's all about your skills, caliber, everything. Basically, the subject knowledge, everything.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. One more question, please. Currently, I'm doing a course called PGDCA, Post Graduation Diploma in Computer Application. I'm asking that, is that helpful for me anyway?
What were the degrees you have done earlier?
I have done my bachelor's in English and B.Ed in English.
Okay. I don't know why you have taken another route, computer science.
This is for getting me a background in computer because of the.
You can always study that. Yeah, that's one good idea. But if you can, if you're taking as a basic subject is in English, better to excel in that subject itself. Okay. Maybe IELTS certification, TEFL certification, CELTA certification. So the progress is visible in the particular subject, right?
Okay, ma'am.
You want to take, after completing all this, if you want to study something like an extra course of computer science or something, then you can always, definitely. But you should mention interview like this, like I really want to study something which is computer, where the teachers are really doing everything in laptop right now. It's not like a traditional method of teaching.
Yeah, that's why I taken the course.
Yeah, you can tell, definitely you can tell in interview. So that's the reason I have took this certification.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you
Um,
so much, Ms. Neeta, for patiently
Ma'am,
answering.
one
And Ms.
last
Shahina,
question.
rather than, yeah, 1 minute. Ms. Shahina, rather than PGDCA, which is actually a little bit traditional course, you can go ahead with something knowledge. You can increase your knowledge on AI, machine learning, something like that, where you will gain more knowledge about the educational technology. It will also help you to understand more about the software which is used in the edtech.
Yeah. So
Okay, so that in that way,
yeah, correct. That is correct. Yeah.
you can go in that way. Okay, I think Sabrina wanted to ask. I want to leave Miss Anita so that, again, when I call Anita, can we do a session? She says yes. Otherwise, she'll be like, no way, I cannot waste my time again, because I know HRs are very busy. I used to get a call from the Alpha International School HR on a Sunday. And she immediately apologized, saying, sorry to call you on a day off. And I said, it's okay, but it's a day off for you too. And she said, I work 24/7. So that's how busy HRs are. They have to do a lot of things. But still, she found time for us to answer the queries and patiently sat there for more than 2 hours now. Okay, Sabrina, go ahead.
Yeah,
Thank you
I
so
do
much, Ms. Nita.
understand, and I'm really sorry, apologize for this, but would like to ask a question. Where I have 5 years of experience in my CBSE school in India. I have done my master's MA in English, and then I have completed my MEd also. It's been 2 years now. So now, as I have completed all my studies and I wanted to work in abroad for my career growth, so was looking for more opportunities. So I have been mailing a lot of people, I mean schools, but I haven't got any replies from there. So wanted to know how does it work, and as such, many posts usually they mention that if you are in UAE, you'll be preferred, right? So what I have thought, what I planned is here will be completing in the month of April. So once I complete my academic year here, I would like to come there for a visit or look for any opportunity. So will it work in the month of March, April, and I mean April, May, and June, so that I have an opportunity there? Unfortunately, if I don't get, I can come back. So that was my mindset. So how it works? Will it work in my way?
Yeah. So better to come before April because most of the school starts by April
Okay.
here in UAE. The academic year starts by April here in UAE. Let's say April 14th, April 12th. So these are the tentative days occur every year. Okay. So the HRs will be closing the positions before April for sure by March mid or March last maximum.
Okay.
So it's
So
better in February, March during that time. And you can
okay.
always see like immediately after opening the school, there will not be much hiring once school opens. So because we are all set into it, we might have got enough teachers and everything, right? So April is a bad choice. Particularly April last is a very bad choice. Maybe you can come by March or February last. That would be better. Or otherwise, during this time after the vacations, 2 months vacation, no, July, August, yeah, July last.
Okay, August, September, basically.
August mid schools will be reopening, and the British schools are opening the academic year by August, and Indian schools by April.
Okay.
That's a major second hiring time.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Ma'am, just a second, it's me, Raiza again. Just a small doubt. I said that by ADEC has already approved my assistant teacher as for 1 year. So in between, I had went for my studies. So will they check that?
You went for which studies?
I went for my Tamil Nadu B.Ed.
B.Ed.
I went for my B.Ed from
B.Ed
Tamil Nadu
certificate.
Teachers Education University, ma'am. So will that be an issue? In like Adhika has already approved me as an assistant teacher, and in the same year I went for my Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University B.Ed.
That was offline. I mean, distance education, the TTC.
No, ma'am, that was regular. We just talked right now.
Okay, I'm getting confused because
Yeah, no, she's asking. She already she already got the ADEC approval, and after getting the ADEC approval and working in a particular school, she took a break to finish her studies. Again, will there be, when she gets a job in any other school, will she?
So you resign from
exactly.
will be cancelled.
The school will
resigned
cancel
from there.
your, then the school will cancel your ADEC approval.
ADEC approval.
So your attachment with that school and with ADEC is over with that.
No, ma'am, but still I have my ADEC
Previous
experience
experience
with me.
certificate also, which can be downloaded from ADEC profile.
Yes. So that's what I'm asking. I already have that copy with me.
No, the problem will come only when you get a job in a new school, and from there, when you're not getting the ADEC approval, the ADEC will give you a comment. This particular candidate has got the approval from other school. That is only if you haven't cancelled from the previous school. If you have cancelled from previous school, then there is no issue.
There's no issue. Okay. But still, I didn't get that clear that the thing is, just a second, bit nervous.
Okay.
മലയാളത്തിൽ ചോദിക്കട്ടെ. I'm so sorry. അതായത് ഞാൻ സ്കൂളിൽ ജോലി ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു ഇവിടെ അസിസ്റ്റന്റ് ടീച്ചറായിട്ട്. അറ്റ് ദ സെയിം ടൈം ഇവിടെ നെർവസ് ആയതുകൊണ്ടാട്ടോ, സോറി. ഹാപ്പി ടു സീ an HR, that is why. എന്താ പറയാ, ഇവിടെ വർക്ക് ചെയ്ത സെയിം സമയത്താണ് നാട്ടില് പഠിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരുന്നത്. സോ ഓൾറെഡി അവിടെ രജിസ്റ്റർ ആയിട്ടുണ്ട്, അതായത് എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് സർട്ടിഫിക്കറ്റ്. ഇപ്പോ ഇനി കേറുകയാണെങ്കിൽ, അതായത് ഇപ്പൊ ഇക്വലൻസിക്ക് കൊടുക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ അവര് നോക്കില്ലേ, അതായത് ഇതിന് ഓൾറെഡി ഈ കുട്ടി വർക്ക് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരുന്ന സമയത്താണ് പഠിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരുന്നത് എന്നുള്ളത്?
ഇല്ല, അങ്ങനെ പ്രശ്നം വരാൻ ചാൻസ് ഇല്ല. നമ്മൾ സ്കൂൾ ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടിട്ടാണ് നമ്മൾ എടുത്തത് എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അടക്കം അങ്ങനെ കൂടുതൽ ഡീറ്റെയിൽസ് നോക്കാൻ ചാൻസ് ഇല്ല. ജസ്റ്റ് വോണ്ട് ടു നോ ക്വാളിഫിക്കേഷൻ ഉണ്ട്, ആളുടെ സർട്ടിഫിക്കറ്റ്സ് എല്ലാം ഓക്കെയാണ്, ഈക്വലൻസി ഉണ്ട്, പോലീസ് ക്ലിയറൻസ് ഉണ്ട്, ക്രിമിനൽ റെക്കോർഡ്സ് ഒന്നും ഇല്ല എന്ന് അടക്കിന് മനസ്സിലായാൽ they'll give you the approval.
ജെന്യൂനിറ്റി കിട്ടാൻ എളുപ്പമാണ്, ഇക്വലൻസിക്കാണ് ഇഷ്യൂ എന്ന് കേട്ടു, അതാ ചോദിച്ചത്.
ജെന്യൂനിറ്റി യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റി തരുന്ന സംഭവമാണ്. നമ്മൾ എവിടുന്നാണോ കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ചെയ്തത് അവര് തരുന്നതായിരിക്കും ജെന്യൂനിറ്റി. ആഫ്റ്റർ ദാറ്റ് വെൻ യു കം ഹിയർ, അപ്ലോഡ് ഇറ്റ് ഓൺ MOE വെബ്സൈറ്റ്, MOE ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യും ഇസ് ഇറ്റ് റെഗുലർ ആണോ, ജെന്യൂനിറ്റി കിട്ടിയിട്ടുണ്ടോ. അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ആണെങ്കിൽ then you will get your equivalency.
റെഗുലർ ആണ്, വർക്ക് ചെയ്തതാണ് പറ്റിയത്, ഇൻ ബിറ്റ്വീൻ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പോയി, അല്ലാന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അത് റെഗുലർ.
നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞൊരു കാര്യം ഉണ്ടല്ലോ, എക്സിറ്റ് എൻട്രി റിപ്പോർട്ട് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട്.
അതെ, എക്സാക്ട്ലി, അത് കൊടുക്കാണ്ട് വെക്കേണ്ടി വരും.
അതിൽ ഇല്ലാന്ന് കേട്ടു റീസെന്റ് അപ്ഡേറ്റ്. ഇൻ കേസ് ഇറ്റ്സ് നോട്ട് വർക്കിംഗ്, ക്ലിയർ ചെയ്യും, ഒരു കുഴപ്പമില്ല, യു ക്യാൻ ഗോ അഹെഡ്. അവരത് നോക്കുന്നില്ലെങ്കിൽ ഡെഫിനറ്റ്ലി വേറെ പ്രശ്നമാണല്ലേ.
ഓക്കെ മാം, ആകെ
ട്രൈ ചെയ്ത് നോക്കണം. ഇല്ല, നിങ്ങൾ ടെൻഷൻ ആയിട്ട് ട്രൈ ചെയ്യാണ്ട് നോക്കിയിട്ട് കാര്യമില്ല. വി വിൽ ഹാവ് ടു ട്രൈ ഇറ്റ് ഔട്ട്, വി വിൽ ഹാവ് ടു സീ. റിജക്ഷൻ വരുവാണെങ്കിൽ അതിനുള്ള വേറെ എന്താ മാർഗം എന്നുള്ളത് വി വിൽ ഹാവ് ടു ചെക്ക് ഔട്ട്. കാരണം ഒരുപാട് പേർക്ക് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളവർക്ക് കിട്ടുന്നുണ്ട്, ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളവർക്ക് കിട്ടാത്തവരും ഉണ്ട്. സോ പല രീതിക്ക് പല പ്രൊഫൈലിന് പലതും സംഭവിക്കും. So we will have to try it.
Inshallah.
On a safer side, if you're doing it on a regular mode, if you're doing it from good university, then you don't have to worry.
തമിഴ്നാട് ഇവിടെ വാലിഡ് ആണെന്ന് കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. സോ വർക്ക് ചെയ്തതാണ് പറ്റിയത്, and they are registered on
equivalency finish ആക്കി വെച്ച് ഇക്വലൻസി കയ്യിലുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ nothing to worry.
Nothing to worry, la, inshallah. So ma'am, inshallah, thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you for your time, sir.
I have a doubt.
Ma'am, can you speak?
Sorry.
What should we do? Yeah, I want Nita, it's all up to you.
We can take one question, one last question.
Okay,
yeah, last question. Sorry.
Already I told you that HR, it's the first time.
Sorry, ma'am, for taking out of time.
Go ahead.
Actually, I'm a civil engineering graduate, and out of passion, I completed my B.Ed in Maths. I also undergone STEM training courses also, but I don't have any teaching experience apart from some tutoring, online tutoring experience. So I wanted to work as a teacher here. I'm actually in Ras Al Khaimah, so I wanted to work in different schools. Can you guide me through this process? From where should I start? And
Bachelor's, right? You have got bachelor's.
yes, but in engineering.
Bachelor's in
engineering.
I'm not clear about the subject, but one subject you got bachelor's, regular degree, right?
Yes, ma'am. Everything is regular.
Regular. Fujairah follows the MOE. As we are talking about the Abu Dhabi, it's ADEC. And
It's in Ras Al Khaimah.
I think Ras Al
Khaimah follows MOE stuff.
So you need to check the eligibility criteria for MOE.
Okay.
Okay, and as of my knowledge, I have teachers from Ras Al Khaimah and Fujairah where they don't have, where they don't have any BA degree, nothing else, but they have just worked with the bachelor's degree. So you really need to check the criteria which is following in Ras Al Khaimah.
Okay, so first we need to get an equivalency certificate and then we have to proceed to the schools.
Better to get your certificate equalized because that values a lot in any Emirates. Like we are talking about the Ras Al Khaimah, everything. Better to get certificate equalized.
Thank you, ma'am.
Jumeirah, you said your bachelor's is in engineering. Which role are you looking for in the school?
I'm looking for a primary or maths teacher, subject
You
teacher.
have done your B.Ed in math?
Yes, yes, I have.
Okay, okay, okay.
Uh,
There shouldn't be much issue.
Yeah,
I
you
was
have
under
to
the
look for
cell phone.
internship opportunities. Definitely, that will help you a lot. Internship opportunities. Since you don't have any particular teaching experience either in home country or in UAE, better look for, as a start, you look for the internship opportunity or any other opportunity where you can upgrade your skills and you get into the an idea of UAE teaching.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Okay.
But you need to get the
Hello, ma'am. I have a question. Actually, what she said, I'm saying bachelor's in engineering, but I'm doing diploma in education, level 5 diploma in education, other than B.Ed, as she said. I'm also trying for a primary maths teacher. Is it okay?
Okay. As per ADAC, it is okay because I told you, no. But
Okay.
you need to complete the certificate, and I'll always suggest go for level 5 and above. Deploy in it.
Okay.
It might work in some other school, but I have told you we have faced rejection for
Well,
level.
I'm in Dubai. I'm not. I'm Abu Dhabi. I'm searching in Dubai.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dubai, it's fine.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
The KHD
Thank you for
also.
the wonderful session.
KHD criteria. That's it.
Yes, ma'am. I told you that I'm planning for MEd. So what my plan was like in case of your getting into India, so in future to not get into trouble, to into safest zone, I thought of doing MEd. So now, if I'm getting job here, so is it good for me to do be a MEd or should I drop this decision? Is it good for my career to continue with MEd or not?
If you are looking for a job in Abu Dhabi, and what position you are looking forward in future? Let me ask first, because if you are
Yeah,
looking
middle school
for position,
teacher, math teacher.
yeah, maths teachers, masters is enough. You can teach till cycle 3 for with masters. Okay, and if you're looking forward for HOD position on a higher level, masters is.
Okay. So in case of looking for HOD position, I can go into MEd.
Yeah, MEd is not necessary. With masters, we can apply for even for HOD position as well. I'm talking about the future. Okay.
Okay, then I can drop with the MEd. So so in
That's your choice. I'm telling if you want to really want to update your skills and everything, then you can move ahead. But I'm particularly talking about the ADEC criteria.
Okay. So any other courses to upgrade my skills in UAE?
Either you can do, you have done with the bachelor's, master's, B.Ed, everything, right?
Yeah, I have completed B.Ed and master's in engineering.
B.Ed, master's in engineering, bachelor's in engineering.
Yes.
Yeah, this is even for leadership position, like I have told you, no, the SLT positions, and they do consider for masters in Abu Dhabi. It is not necessary to have masters or MEd and all.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. And the session was very useful. Thank you, Hijara ma'am, for your patience. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I thank each and everyone for joining this session. And I hope Bonita gets a lot of clients or applicants, a lot of resumes who can fill up the vacancy that she's looking for from this candidates itself. And Nita, I cannot thank you enough for all that you have done for my clients, for my participants here. Thank you so much, Nita, for this and for being patient and answering the questions. And in fact, I know how HRs are, some of the HRs, how they are. You have been very kind in answering all the questions. Thank you so much, Ms. Nita.
Hajra, thank you for giving me this opportunity also. As I've always told, I used to make connections because anyway, we are looking for teachers and they are also looking for job, right? So, and as you know, you are conducting many workshops regarding the career and CV. And those who are listening, Hajra makes CVs also. So if you need any CV assistant, and for other assistants in job, you can always reach Hajara for this. And she is working full-heartedly, and she was so much dedicated and doing professional way. So that was the one thing which I have noticed, and she was well organized and well prepared. Everything for the session, that was really really good. Okay, and hope we'll see or make other more webinars or workshop maybe in future. Yeah, mostly the listeners might got difficult when I mean, found confused when I talk about the qualifications for eligibility criteria. And all. Maybe I could share some portion where the class teacher or subject teacher with Ms. Hajra screenshot in WhatsApp or something. There you can share that portion.
Yes. If you have any other queries, either you can connect with me, and then I really don't want you to disturb Ms. Nita. I will send them to you. I already have the ADEX form, which is very confidential that we shouldn't share the entire form. I do have them. And as Ms. Nita did say, it keeps changing. The new form is for 2024 academic year. So they have changed it. We don't know what's going to happen for the next year. So I'll help you all with that. I'll still be there answering the queries once my candidates have been entered to the session. They don't leave me, neither do I leave them. So it keeps happening. I'll have to answer their queries, and it keeps on going, or either draft the resume or all that. Okay, so thank you so much, each one, and thank you so much, Ms. Nita. We'll be looking out to know your feedback about this session.
I have shared my email ID. You can send the CVs with the subject. And if you want any assistance in CV making, I have mentioned some do's and don'ts in CV and all. You can check always with Hajra whether it's correct and all. She has.
I keep reviewing. Yes.
Yeah, that is one more major thing which you should note while you are applying for the positions, not in the school or any other jobs. Right? And always be active on LinkedIn. That's one good platform where you can get connected to the HRs of the schools. Maybe Hajra will be leading, taken workshops on LinkedIn and other sites, no, guidance or something.
Yes, while doing the session, I have already told them to have an LinkedIn account, because I have seen some of the schools, either the coordinators will check our LinkedIn profile, or sometimes the HR will check our LinkedIn profile. And if it's apt as per whatever we have given in our resume, they give us a call. We go ahead.
So that's it.
Anyway, so
thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and bye-bye. Take care, everyone. Take care. Have a nice, wonderful
or somewhere, maybe in Hajra's or somewhere.
I hope you see them working in your own school.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I really hope. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay. So, bye-bye, everyone. Thank you, Nita. Thank you so much, and bye, everyone. Take care.
Bye,
See you.